All right. Let's see if we're actually live or it just had a crash. Oh yeah. Sheesh. Gonna set up my chat while I'm waiting. Zombie, don't call me gay. That's like really evil, zombie. Oh, none art CC stuff. Yeah, dude, it's over. What the fuck? Also, alright. Sorry, I'm just taking care of one last crucial mini thing, dude, just so I could be able to read chat without looking at it. Alright, 6 watching. Yep. So, hello everybody. We are going to be going over some really awesome and epic stuff, dude. Mid-gay, real. Okay, so, as you can tell from the title, you can see that we're going to be going over some of the Lumi stuff, which, honestly, I didn't think was going to have an update, but the person who decided to make the thread had not such a great experience afterwards. I mean, Nux is art, and he is a commentary channel now. Yeah, VTuber's kind of like a weird midway mix, in my opinion, but it's art enough today. And then there's like even more Birdie stuff, so obviously I'm always going to be interested to check that out. And yeah, so Nux is going to be like the finishing closing topic. So yeah, I have some thoughts on Nux, so I believe you do. I believe you do. But yeah, let's see, shut down all audio, groomers and bad people, real. All right, let's get into it, guys. Let's get into it, all right? Let's start with the person that actually made a call-in. So Amos actually streamed yesterday, right? Shocker. He doesn't really post content that much, so it's actually insane to see when he posts, right? Well, this guy actually posted, and the person who made the Lumistarbun thread actually came into call to debate. So we're going to be starting off with that. Without further ado, let's make sure everything's good, and here we go. Hold up. Let me adjust the quality. We don't need it high quality. Who cares, right? Yeah. Oh, who joined? Oh, what's up, Willem? Yeah, we're gonna be going over some Lumi stuff, so I can't like share screen, but you just got to make do, dude. It's gonna be awesome.
Don't worry, I am checking your stream on my phone.
Awesome shit, awesome shit. Alright. Alright, so this is where they call in. Let's go over it. Dude, Amos does not know how to not have dead air, holy shit. But yeah, as you can see, the Soulzer person is
I'm trying to focus.
It's the person who made the thread.
On the thing, but I'm playing zombies at the same time. It's a little hard.
Dude, holy shit. Yeah, so they join around here. This person was claiming that Lumi was like a pedophile and a groomer off a 3-year age
Gabriel,
gap.
you're on the air.
Okay, here we go.
Hi there.
Hey, so yeah, we're really confused on the timeline here. Okay.
Yeah,
so your first thread, is this about like the same person as the other thread that you added me on?
Yeah, it's about the same person.
Ooh.
So this three-way. So
yeah, for some reason Amos doesn't understand the timeline at all. So that's actually the
the
original reason she comes in.
Person, not the victim and Lumi.
Hold on, let me just.
You mean the?
Yeah, we're good.
Carl?
Yeah.
Luna said that he was 18.
Okay.
I think here. Let me see if I could find a screenshot of that because I responded to her.
I'm pretty sure like I already like made my take pretty clear from yesterday. Well, not yesterday. The stream was a couple days ago. Yeah, with Lumi, I don't think Lumi's a pedophile nor a groomer or a predator, as this person will now say later. But we'll get into that.
Also, you're kind of echoing a bit. If you could try to fix that.
I have no idea why I'm echoing.
Lumistarbun is a really infamous person in the art CC. Recently, they've had some pedo allegations over this 3-year age gap, which I just don't agree with, which is why we're talking about it. However, the whole thing with Lumi, they have a really long internet presence that really just goes to show why kids shouldn't be online. It's some really crazy stuff, to be honest. Is this the Great A Space? Yeah, dude, shit. What's up, Ant?
Yeah, it's not me.
Okay.
There, turn them on.
Let me see if I can find it. But from what I know, the victim and Luna knew each other since the victim was 15 and Luna was 18. They dated when Luna was 19, continuing until Luna was 20. And now
And
Luna is 21.
and Luna is
Yeah, so they dated for
Lumistarbun.
like 3 years.
Yes, Luna
Okay.
is Lumistarbun. That
Also,
is
Lumi
correct.
has like several
And they dated for
aliases
what, 2,
for
3
some
years? So they
reason.
knew each other for that long?
Yeah, so it was off and on. They knew each other in real life.
Okay.
So, where does the
Mhm.
grooming accusation come into play? I don't really understand.
The
Ooh.
grooming allegation comes from like her hypocrisy, I think, mainly because she has
That could be applied to all the animation meme community. Yeah, true.
accused, I think, someone called Starla Vic.
Except you see, not everyone in the animation meme community, false accuses. Well, fuck me, dude. It's a long story. They like accused a person of like SA, but like they changed the story from it being a rape story to an SA story. They faked being pregnant. They faked getting an abortion. They suicide baited before. Like they did a lot of things which you could probably sum up as a cry for help, but it's obviously like all really fucking bad shit. And they've also doxed people, all right? So it's like it's not so great. This person just kind of goes above and beyond for their internet history.
Of being groomed by her ex Matt
Wait, so
Tabulous
this person is
for
like
the
far
same age
from
gap.
like attention seeking.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, right, the only reason why people weren't so harshly critical on them or why there was no like actual like thread made on them is because like they were under the age of 18 and Kiwi Farms doesn't actually like make you like a thread on you or some shit because if you're under the age of 18, they wait for you to turn 18 because they don't want to like, take the piss out of kids, which honestly, if you made a thread on a child, there's probably going to send a lot of harm their way. So it's like that's why they don't do that shit. But yeah, it's actually really fucking insane. Lol fail. Ooh, you're very
That's
quiet.
crazy.
What do you mean I'm very quiet? I'm beautiful. Here, I'll get closer to
I
my
think
mic.
yeah, your mic is like a little bit lower. Look, you barely hear it.
No, I love my mic. What do you mean? Hold on. Yeah, I mean I don't know how.
Yeah, okay, now I can hear you. Now I can hear you properly.
Yeah, people in the chat. Fuck you, Ant, dude. Fuck you. Anyways, I'm gonna continue this video.
So,
Hi, Cuddy.
let me ask you a question. Are you on the side of Lumi, or what side do you stand
No,
on?
oh hell no, no.
No.
No, Luna is a crazy.
Yeah, see, they didn't know like this was the person who led the Lumi allegations. Oh, what's up, Sam? I unironically having to watch Amos content for a build on the story, dude. What is the
Oh god, don't
story?
even.
What even was the narrative? Well, for the recent allegation, right? If the stream stopped, just refresh it. But for the recent allegation, right? Essentially, Lumi was 18 or just turned 18 and hooked up with a 15-year-old. And they've dated for 3 years. Now, this person that we're going over that Amos ends up debating with a guy named Chris, they debate on the topic of whether they think they're a pedophile or a groomer, which I've already made my stance pretty clear. I don't think Lumi's a pedophile off of this. However, I do recognize Lumi does have an infamous history. Like, I'm not gonna defend any other actions Lumi has done, but on this, right, I'm not gonna like have them be called a pedophile either. I don't agree with that. Like, Sam, what do you think of 1815, bro?
Whatever floats your boat.
Whatever, dude. I'm gonna keep watching the debate.
Crazy person, hell no.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, she's
so
terrible.
subtracting that from the equation, like let's say that didn't happen. This is just Lumistarbun minusing all of the context. What would you say makes this grooming?
I would say
Okay, so yeah, before this, I forgot to also iterate. The reason why people are like kind of harsh on Lumi as well is because Lumi, I think last year, claimed to be a grooming victim when they were 14 by a 17-year-old. So yeah, I mean you could make a hypocrisy point, right? You really could, but I still am gonna like go off the principle off of this case alone. Yeah, you could call him a hypocrite, but you can't call them a groomer. And that's also a weak point to stand on just because they called someone else. So you can't make they are a groomer by their own standards. That's a really weak point to make. it should be if you're leading the allegation, you shouldn't be. Well, this person thinks this person's a groomer. That's that's not how you base this. But yeah, Ace and Amos collab when? Yikes.
Yeah, I was about to read that out. Unfortunately, no collab would leak most anytime soon.
Yeah. Well, you see, the thing is, right? Did she have evidence of her grooming? I'm really mixed on that because the thing is, right? Most of the messages are just fucking stupid memes. Like, there's not any, like, normalization of kinks. There's not any, like, from what I remember seeing, there's no plans to meet up. There's no, like, even, like, when they'd have, like, when there was that screenshot talking about sex, it was apparently confirmed that that was a fake screenshot. So it's like you could criticize Lumi making a fake screenshot, like I guess, but like between the actual relationship, it's just nothing checks the boxes for grooming. And it's just I'm not really seeing why it was even called it in the first place. So it's really fucking rough. But yeah. Uh there are at least 2 users named Lumi in the ArtCC. This is confusing. Well, Lumistarbun is who I'm referring to.
Fuck me.
Yeah, you love this topic, don't you, Sam?
I actually want to blow my. Oh god, you did the commentary laugh. I actually want to blow my cock off.
Well, we're gonna get into this debate because it's not too great for them.
I would
Yeah, it
guess
is a
You
mess.
have fun with that.
It is a
I
mess.
will be back in a bit.
All right, I'll see you later, Samuel.
Yeah. Yeah. Bye.
Bye bye.
the fact that she knew the child's age
Not
and
like
continued to
suicidal. He
date.
sounds like he want to
Well,
kill
no,
himself.
but like continued
Yeah.
to date the person
Every stream.
even though she was 20, going on to 21.
Yes, they were. Lumi made a lot of videos on being harassed. Yes.
Okay.
And then like actively trying to get back into a relationship with them, knowing damn well that the age gap was just really uncomfortable. And then when people held her accountable for it, like asking her, "Hey, this is kind of weird," her response was, "Oh, it's legal in Japan, or it's legal where I live, so it's fine." Which is
We'll get
even
into
more
Birdie soon,
sus,
Cuddy.
in my
Just gotta get
opinion.
through
Like
this.
that's just a really sus thing to say.
Why
Sus.
is
To
the Japan
allegations
thing
like
sus?
that. I mean, I don't know, man.
I don't know,
What
man.
is
Better
what's the
question. Hold on.
age of consent again in Japan?
Used to be
Age of
13.
consent is 16.
16
Yeah,
now.
raised
Yeah,
But they
even
raised
then,
it.
Yeah, I mean, I still held this yesterday. Lumi using like the age of consent in Japan to defend their case was really fucking stupid. Okay, like there's many better ways to defend yourself. All right, and that was just not it. It's so stupid.
A few years back. I don't remember how long
yeah,
ago.
yeah. She took a tweet that wasn't even about her. I made that tweet about Japan towards someone else because I had another situation involving another adult telling a 16-year-old to date like a 21-year-old or something. It was
Ew.
crazy.
Well, yeah,
And
that's
Luna
bad.
just, yeah, she took a screenshot of it and then used it in her document completely out of context, which
Yeah, I'm
kind of
not too sure
boggled
why
my
Lumi
mind a
would do
bit
that.
because I was just like, that
I'm
has
just going off
nothing to
of
do
like this
with
person's
you.
claim.
Sure.
To
So
backtrack a little bit, can I ask you a question?
go ahead.
Sure. So, what inherently is grooming about a 2-year age gap?
There's no grooming with a 2-year age gap. I don't think there's a 2-year age gap between these two.
Then what do you define as grooming in this situation?
It's 2 years and 8 months.
I would say a power imbalance
But
between
I
an
would round that
adult
up to
and
3
either a
even.
teenager or a child.
A power
What-
imbalance how? Hold on.
Okay,
Power
I'll
imbalance
share.
how?
See, this is where they kind of fumble because it's like they can't really defend.
17-year-old from
Right, this is the person leading the accusations, by the way. But when questioned on their mindset, they can't really defend their own thoughts on it. So it's like it's not a great look.
20-year-old.
Maturity.
Maturity.
2 years?
No.
Then
The
what?
letter
I'm
was
asking you
freshly
what you
17.
define as a difference.
Well,
I'm
in my
asking you what you see
opinion.
in the situation.
Oh, you're asking for my opinion on it?
I'm asking you what you see in this situation as grooming specifically. What you
I mean,
claimed.
yeah,
it
you're
to
the one
be
leading it. You should be able to say why
a,
it's grooming.
It is, can you just explain to me what you see as like the grooming in the situation?
I see an adult desensitizing a teenager to sexual content.
Where?
Because
17's not
teenager.
17's not a teenager. 17 is an adult in
17?
plenty of places. Right.
Well, that doesn't really matter.
It does matter.
Okay. Well,
It's possible,
Like,
yeah.
doesn't matter
I
about
mean,
that.
this person kind of like represents why a lot of artists do not go into calls with commentators, because like they'll have like a thought process, but like they won't be able to really well defend it, and they kind of lose each time. So it's like I just personally feel when an artist like has like a very serious claim they make against someone, but they won't hop into a public call with their public allegations. By the way, that if you're making a public accusation, I don't think it's that crazy to like expect you to publicly defend why you have that accusation against someone. But that aside, there's a reason why they're also not going to hop into these calls. If they don't, that's kind of a red flag in my opinion. Because if you're willing to throw life-ruining allegations at somebody but not even defend it for most of the part, like for a lot of these people, not even defend it, then yeah, that's kind of scummy and it makes me skeptical of you. This person actually did something a little different and actually did try to like back up their own thoughts. The only issue is they are not really great at explaining and defending themselves. So I'm trying to be good faith with watching this.
What's so different from a 17-year-old and an 18-year-old?
They're both teenagers, but one of them has legal rights.
Right, you're going.
Okay, yeah, see, now they made a legal argument. I don't want to like keep pausing this, but they made a legal argument. You cannot criticize Lumi for making a legal argument and defending themselves with it being the age of consent in Sweden, but then also to like base your morality off of what pedophilia is off of legality. Because honestly, if I was in this conversation, I would have said if you fully believe like in the legality of like what makes a pedophile, then you would also have to sit there and say that you are okay with 4 and 3 year age gaps, because legal definition to go off of a pedophile goes off of the medical definition, which is a 5-year age gap. Now, I'm really weirded out with 4-year age gaps, so I'm not fully comfortable with just saying anything under 5-year age gaps not pedophilia. Like it's obviously got to go case by case. You can't just have it a blanket statement, but that would be going off the law definition. And also, if you like that's the issue, right? Like if you base that off as your moral compass, there's flaws in it. Obviously, I could tell this person doesn't agree with that, right? They're not naturally going to agree with it. Or if it's wrong because it's illegal, which is another take that some people make, then you would also have to say 18 and 17 is wrong because it's a full-grown adult going after a minor, which obviously is really fucking stupid. So that's why you shouldn't just base it off of like your morals off of just legal standpoints, especially with this conversation.
Off the legal basis, so you agree with me. There's nothing different.
Wait, but didn't you criticize Lumi for the legal argument?
Yeah, I guess. That makes
Okay.
more sense.
Yeah, also the different states, especially there's even more flaws when you go off of legality, right? If you go off of just US states, US is very different than Sweden, where yes, the age of consent apparently in Sweden is 15, but yeah, in the US, the minimum age of consent would be at 16, which is a good handful of states surprisingly in the US. But that's the thing, like you cannot have this illegal brain when handling this, but also it's like a pick and choose, right? Because if you're gonna say, right, that fucking anything under 18 is bad, while also going off the legal route, a lot of the states the age of consent is 16. So naturally, if your morals is purely based off of legality, you would be fine with an adult dating a 16-year-old. I still think that's sketch in some stances. It depends the age gap, but I still think it's sketch. All right, like so that's why I don't just base my moral compass off of just what's written on law. That's why morality and legality are two different things.
So you can agree that there is nothing inherently wrong there. You don't genuinely believe that this was grooming.
I do believe it was grooming, though.
How?
Because of what I saw.
Like what?
I don't know.
These
Isn't
are
it
very
kind of odd to
vague.
have like a 21-year-old fucking obsess over like a freshly 18-year-old to you? Or is that
Especially
just
18-year-old?
That is a crazy framing.
yes?
No,
And the allegation
How is
was
that
20
not
and
weird to you?
17.
they're 18.
So?
It's a
That's still
2-year
like a
age gap.
teenager. No, it's not.
17 or 18 and a 21-year-old. Sorry, that's a 3-year age gap.
So
But
the
still,
second they turn 18, they have the maturity of like an 18-year-old?
you just argued that. What?
Oh.
What? I'm sorry. I'm losing my mind here.
Yeah,
You
you earlier just said like the reason why 17 and 18 is like really different is because of like one, what is it, like a legal adult or something like that, has like legal abilities or whatever the fuck you want to say. So yeah, you kind of did argue that.
Just argued that yourself by saying a 17-year-old and 18-year-old are completely
Yeah,
different.
there you go. Sorry to cut you off, Chris.
And
Lol.
by your logic, the legal system makes that different.
Well, I mean, in my opinion, they are different. I wouldn't want to
Why?
date a 17-year-old
Okay.
For what
or an
reason?
18-year-old because I'm in my
Wait,
20s.
Chris. Here, let me jump in just for 1 second. That
Sure.
argument's like kind of silly because like I
Silly.
could sit there and say
Fuck
like
you,
I don't
Amos.
want to date somebody that's fat or I don't want to date somebody that's ugly. I feel like
Oh, the
argument's
preference
kinda weird.
angle. Yeah.
Like one person is in like the first year of college and the other person's still in high school.
But they're both
There's a
legal
huge
adults.
that does not matter. There's like a huge maturity difference between.
Yeah, but
I just don't
you
think
can't.
so.
I don't know. Maturity
like, a
differences
Like
are
give
always
me an
going to
argument,
exist,
you're
though.
just saying this.
So
to
it's
say it.
okay for Luna as a
Like, there's a huge maturity difference between a 30-year-old and a 20-year-old, but like, I wouldn't call that person a pedophile either. Like, come on.
20-year-old woman to send a 17-year-old all this gross stuff and want to
Wait,
date a
you just said
17-year-old.
freshly 18-year-old.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
a
from
little bit ago
21.
because she's 18 now, but before she was not.
Okay, I
That's the
still
whole
don't see an
point.
And the
issue.
gross stuff, the only stuff I
That's
saw
the
was
point.
Legally
memes.
an adult.
A 17-year-old is not legally an adult.
Yes, they are. 1000% they are.
Okay.
Oh.
Legally and figuratively.
Yeah, I think Chris was going off the age of consent
Right.
here.
So I guess what's hiding in the messages that aren't like public now? Is there like more sexual shit? Do they sext or anything?
Yes, it is more sexual. Yeah, it's more sexual shit from what
Did
the
they-
So we have
told
to
me.
take their word of mouth for
Did they
that.
sext?
I don't know.
What do you
She
mean
told
you
me
don't
that
know?
there
You
was,
looked
like,
at it.
some weird thing involving like her face or something, and some
What?
other things. I just wasn't comfortable posting those things.
Sure.
But that could come off
Yeah.
as obfuscating
So let me
evidence.
ask you this.
Like, this
A
debate already kind of like
19-year-old
failed.
and a 23-year-old, sorry, a 22-year-old start e-sexting. Is there anything wrong with that?
That's weird
Wait,
to
hold on.
me.
Sorry, Chris. I
Uh,
totally blanked out. What did you say?
A 22-year-old start e-sexting.
Sorry, what was
So
the
let me
minimum
ask
age?
you
Fuck
this.
you, dude.
A 19-year-old
19-year-old.
and
Oh, 19 and 22.
a
So
23-year-old.
that would be like
Sorry, a 22-year-old
3-year age
start,
gap. Okay, so I know what
e-sexting.
angle they're going
Is there
for.
anything wrong with that?
That's weird to me
How so?
because that's a
Me-
23-year-old.
Oh no, it's 22 now.
23-year-old and a legally
Oh, well, it doesn't even
Well,
matter. They're both
no.
adults.
a legal
No.
adult. Okay, so what changes from the age gap? That's still 3 years.
Well, 19 and 23 is 4, but
Because
that's okay,
the
buddy.
fucking minor was still 17.
It
dude.
happens.
They're 17, legally an adult. That happens all the time. That happens in fucking school all the time. A 3-year age gap.
I know
is
you're going off the
normal.
angle of like age
You
of consent,
date
but I don't know if
people
that
who are
makes you an
20 in
adult
high school?
No, I
automatically. I don't
personally
know.
wouldn't.
I'd
I'm
have to
just
look into
saying
that a
it
bit
is
more.
normal.
Well, yeah, exactly. Even though it's legal,
This
doesn't
person,
make
damn,
it okay,
real.
dude.
No, I'm
It's
saying it's
still
Oh,
normalized.
just because
in
it's legal doesn't
society.
mean
You
it's
have
okay,
internet brain, so you don't
bro.
see that.
Okay, well, even then, it's still weird. And given the
What
fact
is
that
weird about it? I'm
tried
asking you,
to,
what
like,
is inherently weird about it? And you keep saying it's age.
Yeah,
it's the
they're
maturity level between the
yeah,
two.
they're providing a
That's what
circular
I'm trying to tell
definition.
you.
Different.
They're
Like,
different in maturity.
yeah, exactly, right there. That really just showed it. It's like, what's wrong with this? The maturity. Okay, what's wrong with the maturity? They're different in maturity. All right, you can't just say like that. That is literally a circular definition. That is definitely a fumble on their part. They're not looking too great.
How? I'm asking you specifically how.
How?
Yes.
Like, one can drink alcohol, one can't.
Really?
I
Drinking
don't-
alcohol has nothing to do with maturity level.
that is not
I
a
know
great
that,
argument.
but, like,
No.
think about it for like a second.
I am.
Also, that argument's kind of silly because I think most high schoolers drink alcohol even though they can't, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think the
obviously,
fact that
but,
you can legally do it doesn't mean that there's that much of a difference. There's probably kids that like start drinking at 16 and they become
well,
legal
no
and they
shit,
probably
I
still
was
drink the
too,
most,
but
right?
still, like, there's such a big maturity difference between a 20-year-old and a teenager. Like, there's a huge
Okay, you
fucking
keep saying
difference.
teenager. Say 17-year-old. I feel
Yeah.
like you're scared to say 17-year-old.
That is kind of malicious. I'm not even gonna lie.
Seven-
That is a little malicious just to say teenager when referring to a 17-year-old. because teenager could range from anything from 13 to 19. So it's like that is such a vague thing. You should really be more specific with that.
Your entire
17-year-olds are
argument.
teenagers, dude. It has
No,
teen in
they
the
are
fucking
legal
name.
adults.
Depending on where
Chris.
you
Here,
live.
let me jump in just real
Not
quick.
where I live.
Can
Not
I
where
ask?
I live.
Can I ask
Where do you
like
live?
one question? If you're fine
Go
with
ahead.
it.
Oh, boy.
What country are you in?
I'm in the United States.
Okay, so you're just
Uh-oh.
U.S. brand.
U.S.
in-
brand. Fuck off, dude. Amos, dude. Fuck off with these gay terms, dude. Shit.
In the UK, it's 17, right, Chris? Be
UK is
an adult.
16, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, age of consent
There's like
16.
a lot
Yep.
of countries where like you're an adult at like an older age. Plus, Lumistarbun lives in Sweden, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
So
she
we probably
does.
shouldn't
Yeah,
adopt
and
these like
even though the
moral
age of
standards of US, right?
Yeah, so yeah, you're judging another country based off of what you grew up in. This is like another thing why it's hard to determine. So like when it comes to like someone in the UK, right? I've heard mixed thoughts when it came to the UK, but like if a person grows up in the UK with like the social cultures and the structures of everything, right? It's a higher chance that they might see it more normal to actually find 16-year-olds attractive versus the US where it's like we find 18-year-olds to be more attractive. Now, that's something that kind of has to be considered when talking about this stuff. But that's basically, long story short, you probably shouldn't judge another country off of your own like country standards because they're different. All right, they're gonna be different. Ace's U.S. branch. Fuck you, Ant.
Yeah, but still, it's just weird to fucking sext a fucking 17-year-old / 16-year-old and then talk
If
about
it's
having
so
taking the
I see. I don't get why you're like stretching. Like you are going at the angle of 17, right? Like this person, I obviously like I would still think it's not pedophilia regardless, but you would think that they would have a stronger case if they just stuck with the 18-15, right? And just debated it at that angle. But now they're going off the angle of like this is weird to send to a 17-year-old, where it's like, I mean, I don't know. That's just, I feel like that's weak on the person who's literally leading the allegations part. But yeah, I mean, either way, I just don't think it's pedophilia. So I would still have like the thoughts wouldn't change. I just think it would be, I guess, a better angle if you want to call it that for this person if they did that.
virginity of them. Like,
if
what
it's
the hell?
so weird, then why can't you explain to me why it's weird? You keep going to these nothing points.
They've said
How am I
maturity.
supposed to explain to you how something is weird?
Okay, because
What? Because you called them weird.
is a statement of feeling, right? You're not actually like making.
You're
fun
leading
when you say something's
allegations that are
weird.
life ruining.
So
What do
we're
you
trying to
mean?
Well,
ask
I
you, what is the
apologize. It's just
actual
how it-
like claim? I guess, like
because in my thought process, I
You can't be like, how am I supposed to explain myself when leading life ruining allegations? Like, what? You're supposed to be fully transparent. What?
think that's a teenager in high school. I'm a
Okay.
grown adult.
Okay.
Luna and I are nearly the same age.
I actually don't know
So
how
we
old
should
they are.
That's the thought
prosecute
process.
18-year-olds dating 17-year-olds because one is an adult
That's what
and the
Romeo
other one
Juliet
is
laws are
a
for.
teenager.
What?
Okay, you're going off of laws. Again, legally 17 is an adult.
and on top of that, you literally criticized Lumistarbun for using a law argument.
Thank you,
of
Amos.
Japan or
Thank you
whatever.
for nudging that in there.
It just
Thank
seems
God,
like to me
dude.
that you have no argument whatsoever. You're just going with what you think everybody else will agree with.
I don't know how true
Okay.
that is, but
Unless you can debunk that is 100% true what I just said.
All right. Well, I mean,
okay,
I'm
dude.
waiting for tomorrow for you to get the whole DMs. That's all I'm waiting for.
Well, to
But you're
be
leading
clear, right, we are
allegations.
just going based off of what's public.
can't just
which we
say,
made it
yeah,
public, right? Which is
Exactly,
nothing but
exactly.
made
Thank you,
public.
Amos. Thank you.
I
Um,
just
You can't just lead allegations if
what
you
I
don't have
got,
everything ready. Like,
and
what?
I was told a story, and then I posted it. And if I'm wrong, then I'm more than happy to take criticism for it. I'm more than happy to apologize. I'm
What?
fine with that. But
That is a horrendous strategy. What? Why would you get something, right? But instead of like verifying through everything, being concrete, right? Verifying through every little piece of information, you're just going out with it as it goes. That's horrendous. That's horrible for your credibility for starters, right? But like that is just a fucking awful way to handle allegations because if you're wrong, you just muddied waters. All right? That's why we don't do that. What? Yeah, she is getting cooked. Unironically, it's rough. It's rough.
for right now, from what I saw when I was on call with that minor, it was pretty fucked.
Okay.
And we're gonna have to say that's subjective because basically what this person's moral definition of weird is obviously gonna be different than ours. So that doesn't mean anything either. How about you don't make allegations if you don't have evidence? True, yeah. Sorry for ruining your life. Yeah, I fucking hate that mentality, dude. Because like the whole okay, what I'll say, right? You probably saw those things on Twitter before, right? Where it's like with the whole like believe all victims thing, right? And the whole chart that they do is you either believe the victim or you don't. And if you don't and you happen to be right, then I guess, you were right. If you do and you happen to be wrong, well, you still believe the victim. The thing that those things always fail to grasp is if you are in belief of believing all victims, if that person's a false accuser, the person being accused becomes the victim of that situation. So you didn't play it safe because you just listened to someone blindly. You actually like sent a lot of threats to people and sent life-ruining allegations to someone, making them and deeming them the new victim and harassed a victim. All right, that is what you did, which is why I hate that mindset. It is fucking horrendous that people run by that. But yeah, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Sorry for that little tangent.
And even if it's like legal, and I know I sound hypocritical because I'm talking to you guys about legality, and I get it 100%.
And you criticize Lumi
Even
for
if
it.
it's legal in her country, it's still like it's just odd to have a 20-year-old talk to a 16-year-old and then conveniently wait till their birthday to make like fucking fake screenshots
When did
about
this
taking their
happen?
virginity. Like that's fucking odd.
No, this literally could not have happened with 20 and 16 because the age gap is 2 years and 8 months. I'm rounding it up to 3 because I would have rounded it up to 3 regardless. But like the thing is, right? It's not going to be 20 and 16. What are you on about? It's barely 3-year age gap, so it's going to be 20 and 17 at most, maybe even 20 and 18. It's not going to be 20 and 16. That just sounds like you're being a little malicious here. No matter how much Lumi says she got the info wrong or this was all fake, people are still going to run with this and not know the whole situation. This person has literally apologized for getting things wrong, and I'm pretty sure Lumi is still going to be treated as harshly with the whole pedophile claim, regardless. Continue the tangent. That's what we're here for. maybe if there's something that also gives me another tangent.
It's also odd to have like a fetish for virgins on top of that.
that's a preference. What? Okay. That is so. I think Chris is gonna like debunk it, right? But wanting to like be with someone that's a virgin, what? That being called a fetish? That's new to me. All right, that's new to me. Normally, right? There could be like a little insecurity when it comes to wanting someone with that's a virgin, right? Because if you get someone that's experienced or whatever, fuck me, I'm on this topic. Yeah, if you get someone that's experienced, you might think to yourself, well, then it might not even mean anything to them. It might not even be special or whatever the fuck, right? Like you just kind of feel like you're at like a disadvantage or you're like vulnerable. What the fuck is this fetish angle? What? That's how Birdie got 10K. No one know who she was until things started coming out about her, but even now she got idiots. Real weird preference or fetish. Yeah.
I don't
Why are
think
you
so.
why are you like fetish shaming? I mean, sure, you
Fetish
can find it
shaming?
odd, but
For
you can find a
real?
lot of things odd. Like I think it's like
Did
would be
Lumi say
pretty
I have
odd
a
putting
virgin for
mayonnaise in,
like sorry, fuck
Oreos.
me, I got that wrong. Did Lumi say I had like a fetish for virgins or something? Like I don't remember that at all. Like what the fuck? That's called a Puritan though. Nothing wrong with that. Real, dude.
Like eat them, right? Like
Oh yeah.
like,
Oh yeah.
I think I don't think you
Even-
have an actual point with saying that somebody has a fetish for virgins. That's a pretty normal thing. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. A lot of guys are seeking out virgins.
Ace likes
when they
virgins.
have
That's
sex.
so weird.
yeah.
And when you
there's
say that, it
weird-
sounds evil.
There's a lot of like red pill people that probably want that. There's
Let's see. They probably want someone they could relate to. I don't know if that's a fetish unless they're not a virgin. Yeah, exactly. Bring back kink shaming. I did. Yes.
probably a
Ooh.
lot of like red pill people that also want trad wives, right? Like
I
yeah,
mean,
that's like
yeah,
probably
that's
pretty
a
weird,
good
but
They
Yeah.
Tread
you
wives.
are taking
Fuck
it in a
you,
weird
Amos.
context.
Fuck you, dude. This Amos guy, bro. There's no way. I know he's my friend, but fuck you. US brained trad wife, dude, in a debate, dude. This guy's awesome, dude. This guy's awesome.
Somebody could mean virgin. Like let's say somebody's 23 and they want a 24-year-old virgin. They just want
Well,
somebody who
yeah.
they feel like they personally own. You know,
Yeah.
Okay, that is a weird way to explain it, Chris.
they have this special moment with.
Exclusive age. So I did
Okay,
not take
but
it that way.
my point is
Like
is
a
that
personally
you
owned.
can't base somebody wanting or having a fetish off of being a groomer.
Yeah, believe it or not, people actually value like their first time. All right, like this is a weird angle to just say like it's a grooming thing. Okay, here Ace liked so fresh first. Okay, Ant, dude, fuck you, Ant. Hate you. He kind of sounds like Kumo in a way, the way he talks calmly. Ooh.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
This is just somebody's preference. That doesn't make them necessarily a fucking groomer. Just because they want somebody who's a virgin,
Yeah, like
Right.
it's just a
that's
preference.
wild to claim to
Okay.
make.
All right. I can acknowledge that.
Oh, Chris is not Kumo. I can confirm. I've seen them in the same
Yeah,
call
and
before.
I don't know. Like, what is like magically gonna change from these DMs that aren't out yet? Like, what do you think is like the biggest takeaway from these DMs we haven't seen yet?
But they just said
'Cause
they
you
don't
said
know,
I
and it
don't
was
know.
uncomfortable.
man.
Exactly, they
Because
said it again.
you said that like the minor like showed it to you, like all these DMs or whatever.
Yeah. And explicitly talked about it.
Okay,
And by the
Which
minor, how old are they?
17
now they're 18.
or 18,
No, now
right?
they're 18. Yeah. Now
Okay,
they're
so they
18.
would be an
18.
adult.
Luna is 21.
How old were they at the time?
15.
They knew Luna since they were 15. I think they dated on and off since they were like 15 to 17, I
Okay.
believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. There we go.
Yeah.
If the ages are admitted,
But
in
that's
the
just
DMs,
a theory.
then
Real.
I will be more than happy to change my stance. But as it
No,
stands
that's
right now,
completely fine. Yeah.
this doesn't seem like anything of value. Almost. I mean, you can criticize both of these people, but that's about it.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I
My
don't
main
know.
issue was
The new
just the
information would have
fact
to
that she had
actually
like
be
a
fucking
romantic
insane,
interest in
and I don't think
someone,
they have that.
you know. But again, going by what you said, I completely understand what you mean.
When you say romantic interest, would you have some of an issue with like a 17-year-old and an 18-year-old like having sex or like
Bro,
sexting or anything?
I'm actually curious what they're gonna say to this.
No, I'm talking
Oh,
about
nothing.
how Luna
Interesting.
continued to have romantic feelings towards someone who was 17 while she was 20.
Yeah, I
So
just
okay, let me
don't
ask you
really
this.
care. Yeah,
What
I know like Lumi's also claimed to be asexual, and like I've not seen any evidence to suggest that there was sexual messages like sexting or anything, or I don't even think there was even exchange of nudes or anything like that. There was like some really like stupid memes, I guess, and romantic interest, but like that doesn't contradict the asexual claim.
do you find it inherently weird if somebody goes outside and sees somebody they don't know the age of and acknowledges that they're beautiful or hot? Let me ask you this
Ooh.
out of curiosity. This has nothing to do with the situation.
I mean,
Chris, what
I've
are you
never
doing, bro?
personally experienced that, so I wouldn't necessarily know how to.
They're not
So then
engaging.
why are you speaking
Ooh.
on such a serious topic?
I don't know, man. Somebody DM'd me.
No, dude, what the fuck? That's all it takes for you to cover life-ruining allegations? I don't know, man. Someone DM'd me. What? Dude, is this like a normal like precedent in the art community or something? Like, do people just get allegations to just immediately run with it? Like, you know, they're Usain Bolt on a track, dude. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, fuck me, dude. Really, dude? People like. You can't. Fuck, dude. I'm lost, dude. I'm fucking lost. Just brought their entire argument down. Yeah, dude. Like, fuck me, dude. What? Okay. Let me try to get my thoughts together. I'm sorry. So, yes. If you guys don't know, I came from like the general commentary community of like what you guys call the commentary bros, and I'm very used to researching something very thoroughly. Okay. And you would get shamed, all right, even if you had a couple small minor details wrong. So I came from a community, right, that we had to be very thorough, very precise, and fact checked everything, even if that includes reaching out to people involved or, you know, seeing other coverage of people reaching out to them, going through podcasts, everything. You have to be very thorough because the claims that you are making is more strong, like it's stronger than you think it is. Because if the video gets a lot of views, that gets a lot of attention, which means a lot of people can act on that. So you have to be very, very careful with what you say online. So when I see something like this is mind blowing to me because it's like, not only would this person be ridiculed, this person would be milked for this for like maybe a week or two for how horribly and badly they handled this. All right. And this is a person like leading this. And this is not like a one-time thing. This seems to be a common thing in the art community. So that's why I usually praise it when it happens. Like, when it's a thorough research, right? Like, I guess an example I can give is like the Kai document, right? I think that was pretty well made, especially for this community. But this, I don't know, man. Someone just DM'd me. What? Dude, if you said that in the general commentary community, you'd be laughed at, dude. You'd be laughed out of there, all credibility gone. No one would ever listen to you again, dude. It's fucking insane. Ace came from My Little Pony community, FYI. No, I did not, Ant. I came from a beautiful community, okay, buddy? A great one. Always assume someone is recording you and that everything you say will be abused against you. Well, you see, that's another thing. But the thing is, this person led allegations as soon as they were given it to him. All right? And apparently there's more information that they have obfuscated from the public that we have not seen yet that apparently makes this more damning. It kind of just feels like a way out, honestly. I have no idea what's in those DMs, but honestly, it has to be something really insane if it's going to change my opinion on this situation.
That's
Then why are you
basically-
taking incentive to do that?
True.
I don't know. I felt bad for them.
The more I ask you these questions, the more and more I question whether you actually care about this or you just want internet brownie points.
Ooh, okay.
Why would I want internet brownie points?
I wouldn't make that claim. All right. Okay. I am still willing to give this person the benefit of the doubt that they care about these situations. It's just in this community, it's very reckless with how they handle them. Like, I'm pretty sure this person thought they were doing the right thing. You can make the case that they were just doing this for, moral grandstanding or whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? Just to look superior and better to everyone by saying, hey, look at me, guys. I exposed a pedophile. But it's like, yeah, I'm just criticizing that this is really reckless. I'm not going to, make the other assumption that this person's only doing it for clout.
Points for this.
I don't know. You tell me.
I barely. Okay.
Why give them the benefit of the doubt? They're stupid and attention seeking because I'm good faith. I'm sorry.
All right.
I mean, the brownie points would make sense because Lumi's like one of the most hated art people. But
Yeah, it's not like I said. It's not unheard of. It's
I don't know,
possible. I'm just not going to
maybe
make
more will
that
change
unless
as,
I see more evidence
we
for
get
it.
these DMs. Highly doubtful,
Possibly.
but yeah. Is there anything else you want to say, or we can leave it here, I guess?
And I think they end
I
the
don't
conversation
really
around here.
know. I just hope you guys good luck.
Yeah, I hope you guys good luck, dude.
Alright,
That
have a good
comes off wrong to me.
You too.
I wish you guys luck in the artist's grasps as you handle this case. And then I think, yeah, they leave. Yeah, this, right? I didn't even think I was going to be covering this. But this is a horrendous look. Imagine leading allegations, and this was also a calm call, right? They didn't yell at her, like, this person, right? They didn't, get aggressive. They just kind of, like, were trying to see what they were thinking, and they couldn't back it up. And, right, this would be one thing if this was just a random person tweeting their thoughts about it with, like, no personal involvement. Again, this person is leading the allegations, all right? They are, like, going straight forward with these allegations, being the one that is the source for it, essentially. All right? That is insane. That I can't get over that one line. It's like, I don't know, man, someone DM'd me. That is insane. All credibility out the window, dude. Holy shit. And then after the stream, right, they say, maybe calling Luna a pedo was very harsh, but still the entire situation is gross. I acknowledge how stupid that was, but I believe she's a predator. Which, okay, let's talk about that. So, from my knowledge, right, Lumi did not gain any images or anything like that, right? I'm very, very curious what makes them a predator, okay? Because a predator would imply, like heavily imply, or really I think it's just part of the definition, that you are exploiting someone. That is like what predatory, like being predatory is. Like like predatory behavior is like exploiting someone, right? So when you call someone a predator, you are saying this person's exploiting someone. Especially in the case of pedophilia, you are making the insinuation that this person got some pleasure or something out of this child, which they have not ever provided evidence for. And I'm still waiting for that. I have not seen anything new on that. So that's even insane that, yeah, sure. How can you also say calling them a pedo was very harsh, but then just say they're a predator, though? Like that's actually insane, dude. What? And then let's see another thing. So we got we gotta read this thread first. 15-year-olds cannot consent by Swedish law to be in a romantic relationship with an adult. Lumistarbun was 18 to 19. That is malicious. They were 18 when they started. Okay. And then a legal adult romantically dating a minor by Swedish law. Lumi has broken law. What? I don't know that word. No, being okay, that's a real word. I thought they were just going gibberish. Law does not apply to 15-year-olds. It's not a legal term in any what the fuck is this? Which is a Swedish word meaning of legal age. And in Sweden, the age of consent is 16, meaning a 15-year-old would not be considered or legally able to consent. Okay, so I guess I still say it's a 3-year age gap. If now you're going against your legal stance, no, actually, no, you're not going against it. Now you are fully running with the legal stance that you just judged Lumi for. So now because they're not the age of consent, you're gonna make this, like, you're gonna make the same arguments again. Insane. They claim to be asexual, so how can they be the main soldier of the allegations? Yeah. How can they be the moral neutral when having no feelings towards sexual stuff? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, yeah, that's another point, right? Like, they probably just see, like, all sexual stuff as bad. Oh, that was a last thing. Okay. I think it's unfortunate how people talk down to me on a call and stream only for a Swedish resident to DM me Swedish laws, which would in fact make Luna a criminal. I don't know, man. Someone DM'd me. I guess a Swedish person this time. Fuck me, dude. Holy shit. And then a teenager by Swedish law is 15 to 18. Luna continued to date the victim until she turned 20. She was legally by Swedish law an adult dating a minor. So I guess like they were a teenager when they started dating them by your logic. Regardless of the age of consent, Sweden does not recognize a 15-year-old as a full-grown adult. If they did, child marriage wouldn't be illegal. Also, I love how like they said this, right? Unfortunately, how people talk down to me. They had a civil discussion with you. All right, like we just watched the stream. There was nothing like evil, they said. They had disagreements and they conveyed those disagreements. That's like a sociopath talk about how murder is a moral wrong. Real. I'm so tired of dumb people inserting themselves in this community for a quick buck. Dude, you just said someone DM'd you. All right? You said someone DM'd you. You inserted yourself into this. All right? You cannot talk about people inserting themselves when you literally only got involved because, I don't know, man, someone DM'd me. Yes, but, we'll continue with that in the back of our heads. Yes, laws exist to protect teens from... Yo, hold up, what's up? Yeah, what's up?
Self-inserting and then shit like that. Goddamn.
Yeah, no, it's really gay, but yeah, we got... Yes, laws exist to protect teens from being exploited sexually in Sweden regardless of the age of consent, which, much like the United States, I guess they are US brain, fuck. Let's see, in Sweden, a teen is defined... Okay, so you're just telling me that a teenager is a teenager, yeah? I don't think anyone's disagreeing with that. It's the age gap like, no one really is going to call this like person a pedophile because it's a 3-year age gap. And then this was like the tweet we just read. Okay, so then you said, so yes, Lumistarbun is a predator by Swedish law. That doesn't prove anything. What? That doesn't prove the predator claim. You have to argue for that. What did this person gain? What did they exploit from this child? Like, what did they do? You have not argued for that. And you said, regardless of the age of consent, Luna is actively taking advantage of a minor at an adult age. Okay, the age gap does in fact matter here because 15-year-olds cannot consent under 2023 by law. So now, again, you're using legal argument to defend your claim when you just like shat on Lumi for doing that, for one. And for two, it is a 3-year age gap. Are you kidding me? Calling someone a predator for a 3-year age gap is actually insane. And then you say, on top of this, if nudes were exchanged, so yeah, no, nudes were not exchanged, Luna would have possession of child exploitation content, but guess what? They don't, meaning that's not predatory. In Sweden, you must be 18 to send photos online. So again, they didn't even send images. You just confirmed that. What the fuck, dude? Well, okay, then that's not even, okay. And it doesn't even end there, guys. I also want to apologize for my call-out thread for being a mess and difficult to understand. No, don't worry about that. Amos is just like really stupid, okay? And I unfortunately saw red when I was informed about this situation, and the circumstances of grooming does put a strain on me. I'll be more specific about posting information in the future. Dude, I feel like personally you lost a lot of credibility just in that call alone. But yeah, depending on how the interview goes, I'll either take the L or simply try to rewrite my thread because I'm going to be real. It was ass. I'm going to work now, so I'll post around then. So now it's like they're trying to retract it. This really getting better, doesn't it? Yeah, real, dude. And you know what? Just for the fun. What's up?
Spugging.
What's up,
Sorry.
buddy? Yeah, sorry. I just
I
like
said spoke to be spugging.
yeah, I just like went over like the whole thing. Hold on. Yeah, that's a fair
Alright.
criticism. The entire stream is. And I fucked up. I'm mostly confused about what to do with this situation. Well, little like tap on the shoulder for you, you know, little thing to give you. Maybe don't just like lead allegations because someone DM'd you. All right, like dude, that is
It should be
that-
common sense.
that's rough, dude. Like, and actually, the only thing I gotta ask you now, because you called Lumistarbun a predator, what did they exploit from this child? All right, what did they exploit from this person? Because you have to argue for that when you make that claim. All right, and I haven't seen anything to come to that same conclusion as you, so I would like to be enlightened. Maybe talk to me first to get my side. Bwenny, are you the alleged victim?
Bwenny is Lumi.
Oh, Lumi? Oh. Oh, I didn't know. What the fuck? Lumi, what the fuck, dude? You should have known better.
Lumi, if you want to be in the server, I'll invite you.
Dude, Lumi is not going to join this call, alright? It's over.
Okay.
I mean, yeah,
So Joe, bro.
I mean, if Libby does want to talk, and like, I'll be fine. All right, I won't be mean. All right, I'll be a nice guy.
I'll DM her.
Yeah. All right. But like, yes, but you know, actually, both of you have the chance to. Now, I know you said earlier, Solzer, you don't want to come in. All right, that's fair, right? I'm not gonna pry, but I'm also just letting you know, reminding you that you have an open invitation. Doesn't have to be the same time as Lumi. I'm not gonna do that to you. But you have an open invitation to come into the stream if you want. If not, I'm not gonna pry. Same thing for you, Lumi, right? Same thing for you.
We will leave if they join this.
Oh,
VC, we will leave and let you both. If
Yeah.
that's okay, we will leave.
Okay, I have an update from Lumi.
Yep.
She said she's up for it.
Oh, Lumi, yeah, come on.
Alright.
I will stay in the VC because
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
she's my
yeah,
friend.
no worries. Yeah, honestly, I don't have any issue with you, Ari. So that's fine.
Let's go, yippee! Should we
Alright.
should we ban Vellum?
Vellum.
No, I'll leave.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here, Vellum.
Fuck out of it, you're not allowed.
Kick Vellum.
Okay, Lumi, I've just sent you an invite.
Okay, so we are gonna get a conversation with Lumistarbun, dude. This is interesting. Yeah, Lumi, just go into the waiting room.
Yeah.
Cuddy, fuck
think
off,
Cud-
dude. I almost added you in mistake.
I'm just gonna disconnect Cuddy. Fucking
Okay, so
Cuddy, you are not gonna talk to Lumistarbun, bro.
yeah, Lumi don't want like to talk to you, little bro.
Lumi doesn't want to talk to fucking Lieutenant Cuddy or whatever the fuck his name is.
Commander Cuddy, you gotta get that right, buddy. But yeah, I'm actually
well, yeah,
really
fine.
interested to
Okay.
talk to Lumi about this. I'm gonna be patient and just watch.
We need to give a roll, I think.
What? Just join the waiting room. I'll like add you in.
Wait. Oh, God. Okay.
Hold on. Let me go to the welcome. Let me give them a
You're
roll.
welcome. Vivian.
Whatever, dude. Whatever. Hold on.
Okay, sorry, Ace.
Don't mock me. Hold on.
Oh, what? You're gonna cancel me? You're gonna cancel me out the fucking Minecraft retards?
I'm gonna cancel you because I don't know. Yeah. Okay. They're in Internet Angel. There we go.
She's Internet Angel.
Yeah. Okay.
She's in.
We are.
Hello, Lumi.
Yep.
Hello.
You guys are so loud. Hold on, I'm hearing double.
Turns on your headphones on.
Ooh.
Okay. Hi.
Hey, Lumi. What's up?
I will still
Hi.
use it.
Not much. I woke up just now, so
Yeah.
it's currently 3 a.m. But I'm ready for this. So here we are.
Yeah, so I mean, like, I obviously had like my criticisms earlier about like some of the stuff that you said in your document. Like,
Yeah.
I still like obviously stand by like I don't think it was a strong point to like bring up like Japan age of consent to defend your situation because like
Well, from a legal standpoint, it is there because I heard them all saying like, "Oh, we're if the victim chooses to take like legal action." I'm like, how the fuck are they gonna take legal action?
Yeah, I mean,
Like when no laws were like broken. I don't get it.
so just like with some things, right? Did you and like
Mm.
this Solzer person like know each other before this, or did
I
this?
have no idea who the fuck they are. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. They just kind of popped up one day, and I'm like, okay. People are saying we used to date. I have no idea who that is. I
Oh,
don't know if that's true. So I'm very confused because at that point I don't know who they are.
I see.
I'm very confused. So yeah.
All right, so okay, sorry, I just blanked for a second. Sorry. Okay, so about like I know like this might be a little bit of an uncomfortable topic, but I guess we're already talking about it. With this relationship, right?
Mm.
I think I already got like this answer for one, but you can confirm that there was no nudes exchange, right?
Oh, definitely not.
Okay, so there was no nudes exchange. Did you ever? I know this seems personal, but I got to make sure because the predatory claim was made.
Feel free. I don't care.
All right.
I'm an open book.
Was there like any like sexting at all? At like
No.
Okay, and was there any plans to meet up in any extent or anything like that?
I mean, we lived in the same city. We have met up many times, but not
Okay.
sexually.
Okay, so like I know like I was kind of confused a little bit earlier with something. Can you
Mhm.
explain to me why you faked two of the screenshots with like taking their virginity or
Oh,
something like
that
that?
was like 2 years ago. It was like I was trying to get them to their boyfriend to break up with them because both of them were super, super manipulative to
All right.
each other. So it was just like a fucking stupid thing to do that. I don't fucking know why I did that, honestly. Like, I don't really care about it anymore.
So in a sense, it was kind of like to make like Carl jealous per se, or something like
Yes,
that.
yes.
Okay. I mean, obviously that's a bad, right?
It was
But
fucking stupid. I'll agree with that. Yeah, it was really stupid.
Yeah,
okay.
that was very stupid.
Shut up.
Thanks, Ari.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
thanks for the commentary that you provide, Ari. We love you. But
Yes.
so yeah, I mean, okay. I'm really trying to like think of other angles, like how this could be perceived, because they said in the stream when they're talking to like Amos and Chris, right? They said that there was worse stuff in there, and I don't know. Like, do you have any idea what they could potentially be talking about? Could be in those DMs or anything?
No. Like, I might have forgotten something. Then it's like, okay, tell me about it. Like, post about it. If I've been like a groomer or whatever, post about it. I don't care. Because then at that point it's in the right. But at this point, I just think it's gonna be like fucking fake screenshots. Because I always set out a point to not talk sexually to this person.
Right.
It was like, from my understanding in the past, it was just gonna be like a romantic thing.
I see.
But when they turned 18, obviously, like then it got a little bit more like, okay, now we can like talk spicy or whatever. And that's when I sent memes, stuff like that, and whatever.
Yeah.
But at no point I have like said something sexual in like I want to have sex with you, just jokes and memes.
Right. Because like I know like another point that was brought up, which I'm not gonna lie, like I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It does kind of like make you look like a hypocrite. Is
Mhm.
it was brought up with the you're saying that you're not a groomer for this, which obviously I think you're not, right? You're not I don't think you're a pedophile for
Mhm.
18-15. But it was brought up last year during the Miles situation that you claimed to be groomed at 14 from a 17-year-old, which would be the same age gap. What are your thoughts on that now, do you think?
Can you send me that? Because I don't remember saying that at all. Sorry, I have severe memory issues as well, so this does not help.
Okay.
I definitely probably said that, but
Okay, so I only
I'll just
saw it because like I know like Amos tweeted about it. Hold on. And it was included in the thread. You're gonna have to give you're gonna have to give me a minute. I was kind of hoping you would just remember,
No,
but
no, no,
that's my
no.
fault.
It's fine. It's fine.
I wasn't actually expecting you to come on stream, so let me grab it. Because if you remember what the Miles situation is, though, right? Or do I have to fill you in on that?
Who is Miles?
Miles was essentially a 17-year-old where all these like essentially like a lot of these teenagers like grouped together to make a document against Miles. Now they range from like 15 to 16 or something. Some of them were even 18, and they all claimed that like Miles was a groomer off of this. It was like 1
I
to 2
don't.
year age gaps. for the
I
most
don't know
part.
who Miles is.
I don't
When
really
was
know their
this?
internet presence. This was like 2023.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying like my best to explain it because like it only got brought up because you said something about it like the time. Like I'm still trying to find the tweet. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, don't worry.
Yeah, let me. Maybe it might just be easier if I just look up Amos and then just look up Lumi from there, because I was trying to like look through the thread, but okay, yeah, okay, I got it. So,
Yeah.
yeah, you actually deleted this too. I'll link it
Mm.
in the Collins chat.
Yeah.
So right here, this is Amos's tweet. I did go
It
over it
will
on
not
stream.
let me see the chat because it's locked.
Oh fuck. Okay, I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me just send let me send it in VC
Discuss.
chat. I'm sorry.
Yes, please.
All right. Okay. Control C. Go to no mic. Then we go to paste it. This is the tweet that's being referred to. Like, do you have any memory of this?
Oh, that, yeah. That's not Miles. I don't know who the fuck Miles is.
Yeah, no, because I think you said to like one of the victims, like, I understand where you're coming from because I was also groomed. I was 14, they were 17.
Well, that was because she sexually assaulted me in real life. Like, I flew to meet her, and she, like, due to the age of consent there, it was 16, I was 14, she was 17, which in my eyes is seen as, like, exploitative in some way. But at this point, I really don't care about the situation, but it obviously still hurts. But
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know anything else
I-
besides the age gap. I didn't know it was like an essay story, so my
yeah,
apologies.
no, it was his whole thing. Don't
Okay,
question it too much because I don't
I'm
agree
not
with
going
that
to.
anymore. Obviously,
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
not
agree
going
with
to.
it.
Like, it only got brought up
Mm.
in recent times just because, like, it with this whole 3-year age gap thing, and I guess having two
Yeah,
different takes.
I don't agree with it was grooming, but I agree that it was like illegal.
Yeah, then I won't pry. I won't pry. Okay.
Yeah.
I obviously like your stance has changed on it. You delated the tweet too, so I mean, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
pry. So okay, I'm trying to think of anything else too because because I'm not gonna like sit here and question you on your like your past controversies. I know like you
Oh no,
have.
don't worry about
No,
it.
I
If you
know.
want to, you can.
Well, I mean, you definitely have like are infamous. I could definitely tell you that. Like, in fact,
We
actually,
want the stream. Oh, sorry.
yeah. What's up, Ari?
We don't want the stream to be fucking 8 hours long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's true.
I mean, even in preparation, I watched the Amos video just in case I missed anything. But just so I had more context. But yeah, yeah, I know that's awkward. But let's see, anything else relating to this situation? I'm not really thinking of too much because I think you kind of answered a lot of the. Oh wait, there was one last thing. Is there
Mm.
any reason why like you brought up like the alleged victims like really personal stories? Like, did you have any consent to
Because
talk
they
about that?
said like I ruined their innocence and all this, but I'm like, okay, if I ruined your innocence, then you would have had an innocent before then.
I
Am I just too fucking autistic to
okay. I mean,
think about this right now?
okay. I think I get the point you're making. I think my only
Mm.
issue was like I don't think this was like public knowledge, and that's kind of a rough thing
Oh,
to
I
leak.
don't fucking care about that because everybody knows my like private shit. So why should I like defend someone who's trying to like fucking call me a pedophile? I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna respect them in any single way if they call me a pedophile when I'm not.
I mean, I guess to each their own. I guess that my only criticism, I guess, was just like it looked like it was a little, like I don't know. It seemed like private stuff was being exposed. But if you don't care, then
Well,
it's
apparently to them it wasn't even real. So there's
oh,
that.
lovely. Okay.
Yeah, I'm fucking tired, man. It's fucking 3 a.m. What? Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, I don't think I have too many questions because like I don't know because like I think those were like all my criticisms and like what I was wondering with before anyways. So
Mm,
and I'm not obviously like I already said I'm not gonna like go into like your previous stuff because like I
yeah.
have no interest in that at least at
Mm.
this moment for sure. I don't care to, but yeah, I mean I guess
I'm more or
that's
less curious about like what that other person, the one who made the doc and shit like that, the tweets. what kind of things they can see in our DMs, because I don't even have that many DMs with this person.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
we don't have DMs. I'm so tempted just to post all of them, because at this point, I don't care. I don't think I have anything to hide. That's just my opinion.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, they made a claim on the stream, and I don't know. I guess I don't think they're gonna come into this call. But
No, I highly doubt that.
yeah, so I wasn't even fucking expecting you to be here, but it's, it is what it is.
Surprise.
Yeah, but
That's thanks to me.
fuck you, Ari.
Yes. Love you, Ari.
Love you too.
Yeah.
Alright. Kiki.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, I don't know.
I guess off of that, there's nothing that you exploited this person with. I said my criticisms. I said my piece. I don't think you're a pedo. I don't think you're a groomer, and I think you agree with that.
I think I just made really bad choices, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, I will agree that it's like, it comes off as predatory. Like, I will completely agree with that. It comes off that way, but if you knew the whole situation, then you would probably think otherwise.
All right. Yeah. No. Yeah. I get
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So yeah.
But
Yeah.
I won't keep you here. It was nice, to have you on and ask some questions, face to face.
Yeah.
That's good.
Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. Yeah, fuck. Okay, you could go now if you want to. It's 3 a.m. You probably should get some sleep. And
I'm just gonna sit here and draw, honestly.
all right, fair enough.
But I won't bother you guys.
Okay, doke.
Okay.
All right.
Enjoy your drawing, I guess. I don't know. I was
will.
gonna thank you for coming on stream, but this isn't my stream.
Yeah, it is not.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
I was
Well, that
not
was
expecting
interesting.
that. What the fuck?
What do you mean you weren't expecting that? Do you expect us to fucking join and start throwing shit
No,
everywhere?
I could cut you off right there. I just didn't expect her to join. Okay,
Okay.
like I thought it was just no streams at all, right? But it's. Yeah, it is what it is. Like I'm glad they were on there. I got to say my piece
Very
and whatever.
interesting.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, hey, I mean, I'm finally gonna be in an Amos video. Let's
Oh my
fucking.
god, it's gonna be an Amos video.
Yeah,
It's a fucking
This was a
miracle.
10 out of 10 interview. That was a chef kiss interview.
Dude, I felt like underprepared for that one thing I was talking about, with the Amos tweet. I really was not expecting them to come on. Fucking hell, dude.
At least it didn't turn into a fucking conversation where you just throwing slurs at each other.
Yeah, I wouldn't want it to. Fuck. But yeah, let's see. Yes, given the stuff I saw, it looks like you were harassing them into a relationship. But again, I won't say anything unless stuff is publicly disclosed. I shouldn't have jumped the ship so quickly. Okay, but with something like that, though, if you say it looks like you harassed them into a relationship on a public stream, dude, come on.
Okay, look, Zola,
Come on,
shit that I don't fucking know. I don't think you know exactly how this shit works.
dude. I know that I don't think you intended it, but that's technically making another claim without evidence. Solar. Bro. But
Dude, okay, okay, how old is Zola? Because I'm 90% sure
They're-
this person's a kid.
they're
and just
no,
not
they're
realising
apparently
what
in their
they're saying.
20s. They said that they're a little bit older
Mate.
than Lumi.
Mate, okay, look, I'm not gonna bully you too hard because I'm young. I say about, but I'm 19. I think you just don't think you know how this shit works, man.
Oh wait, so
You
there's
can't just.
so
Sorry, go on.
yeah, before I cut you off, I apologize for that, by the way. But there's a
It's
person in
fine.
my chat named Her. Can you tell me which person you are? Because I think I might know who you are in this situation, but they're saying they made a thread too, and talked about the power dynamic and shit. I mean, you're all welcome to come in here and we could have a conversation about it, right? I'm always gonna have that door open. If you don't want to, it's whatever. But I mean, hell, fucking Lumi came on and she never comes on streams. So it's I think I think you guys can come on if you want, right?
Honestly, I think it'll only end bad for me because I'm gonna get skinned alive because I defended Lumi and most of these people fucking hate her.
Yeah, dude, they're gonna pack watch you, dude. Holy shit.
Oh well, I've been through worse, bro.
No, I'm in my 20s. I never experienced stuff this public. There's a big mental age gap between. Okay, so I get that you guys are talking about it, but we could have a conversation in the call. Like, I mean, I don't know if you guys are gonna like. I guess I'll respond
No,
to
you can't come
messages.
on, Cuddy.
Yeah, fuck you, Cuddy, dude. Fuck you.
Bro, who the fuck
You
is this
don't have
her
right.
person?
Okay. First time watching a stream. What segments have you done? Sorry if that's a bad question. Oh no, we're pretty much just wrapping up the Lumi thing. I'm just gonna basically give whatever like these people a chance to come and call if they want to or not, and if not, I'm just gonna move on. I'm not name dropping, but I have been an acquaintance of hers before. I did not make a document. Lol. Why are you all so mean to Cuddy, dude? Because he
he's
deserves
gay.
it.
Because he's gay.
He deserves it, bro.
I
Like,
know it's ironic coming from someone who's non-binary, but still.
what
he's
did I
gay.
do? Wait, you're not binary?
do?
Ooh.
Yes,
Kicking.
I'm actually mentally ill. The woke mind virus got me.
Ooh. Wait, hold on. I really, really don't recommend it because more than likely I have a job and 20 and minors just don't. I mean, yeah, you could not recommend it. Yeah, that's fine. But... Okay, hold on. I would join VC, but I am sick and got the hella sore throat, dude. Okay, I mean, I can. Okay, well, you don't have to come on. You don't have to come on.
I mean, if people can stand listening to my voice, I think they can stand listening to yours.
I just think it's wild that a person that literally never goes on streams just came onto the stream, answered questions at 3 a.m. All right.
It's like Jesus Christ himself reincarnated.
Okay. I'll be honest, I'm insecure about my voice, and the whole talking down post was in bad taste. I'm still thinking about coming on. Look, I promise to you, I will be critical, but I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna like, just yell at you or something like that if that's what you're worried about.
You want someone to yell at you, go on Loud Convoy stream.
Her, who is her, bad grammar, who says she was she, but her name is literally her, so my mind went boom, boom, real. Dude, I know, like, I'm just reading names in chat, alright? I mean...
What are you going to ask me? Ha ha ha.
I mean...
That's what her said.
Kind of, like, I guess I would be semi-interested in your involvement, I guess, specifically.
Solo, what's your Twitter?
Oh, wait, hold on. DM me a Discord link? Well, in the pinned message, there is an invite link to the server. It's 8 p.m. for me. Dude, it's literally 3 a.m. for Lumi, dude, and she came on.
It's 2:23 for me right now, but, like...
Give it a... Stop lying, dude. Fuck you.
No, it is 2:23.
It's like 5 a.m. for me, and I'm still alive somehow.
I mean, I ordered a takeaway at 1 o'clock in the morning, so yeah, I'm gonna be up all night.
You Lyle Soldier, no bad feelings, but I would love an apology privately. Oh, Lumi's still here, bro. It's over.
It's so Jova.
Okay, so if you do end up joining the server, Solar, just go into like waiting room, right? Oh, we could have a conversation. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys just a little bit more because it does seem like Solar is about to come on. I guess they're gonna give Lumi a private apology. That's a start.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean that's a start. Now kiss YouTube. Fuck off, somebody.
Oh, dude, fuck off.
Dude, fuck off, dude.
Banned. Just queso ban him.
Nah, bro. Okay.
I'm joking.
Solar, are you coming on? Ace literally howled at me. He is not a man of the people. Fuck off, dude. I'm awesome.
Dude, Ace, you're getting more bullied than me.
Dude, I'm. It's because it's my stream. They're all.
You're getting cooked by your chat. How? You're getting cooked by your chat.
I can come on and give my involvement. Yeah, sure. Yeah, we could have a discussion. Yeah, I don't mind.
Okay, well, join the server.
I'll drag them.
Yeah, the server link is in the pinned message. So
imagine the link is broken.
We are going to be having some of Lumi's ops come on, dude. It's gonna be awesome.
Some of Lumi's ops is crazy.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool. You want it after the stream? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, they're apologizing. I can't find it. Did I not link the Discord?
It's literally the pin message, dude.
All right.
It's literally the pin message. Look, I'm gonna type it.
Wait, did I mod you, Vellum?
No.
Fuck. Okay, hold on. Let me just make it real quick because whatever, dude.
I'll post the link. I'm becoming.
No, you're not.
I'm actually Ace Howler, guys.
And then we go paste.
Yes, I am.
He's the man of the people. Copy. He's the bro.
There we go.
Oh, dude.
There we go. Fresh. Thank you, Ant, for posting it right after me. Fuck you. Oh, wait, hold on.
I think that was unintentional.
Bro,
Okay.
we all sent
Okay,
her
okay,
links. What the
guys. Okay,
fuck?
guys.
Gabriel
This is the
in the
person who led the
VC.
allegations. I want a civil conversation. Okay.
Okay, I won't yell.
Okay.
Greetings.
Well, I want a civil.
Dude.
Yeah. What's up?
Hiya.
Hey. So. I guess the first thing to ask before just asking like having criticism stuff. What is your stance right now on this whole
My
thing?
stance. Originally I got sent a story and some screenshots, but now I'm kind of suspicious because I asked another person to ask them in Swedish about the situation and they just keep blowing it off. So I don't know. I'm kind of suspicious of all of it now.
I see.
Yeah. Which I've said in the other stream, like I'm more than happy to make a public apology or a private apology. I'm fine with that. You know, I'm not somebody who's just gonna ignore it. I was thinking about rewriting the thread because, to just have my thought process, but now I'm realizing like it's kind of a nothing burger.
I mean,
Um,
you probably like were listening to my stream earlier, but like the thing is, like with something like this, it really concerned me when you said, I don't know, someone just DM'd me about it, because it's like,
yeah,
okay, there's a reason why. I don't know, like if you've ever led an allegation before, but this is why it's very crucial to have everything before coming out with it, like
yeah,
because
yeah.
like I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry. I'll let you
No, you're
finish.
fine. You're completely fine. Like, I just feel like such a stupid idiot, honestly. And like on top of it, I'm pretty sure I know why I didn't take this seriously. Because I've had a situation with someone that involved a similar accusation with like shitty screenshots, and I guess that kind of desensitized me, and I need to get that worked out, obviously.
Let's see.
But it's yeah. What were you saying, Coffee?
Like I mean, if you accepted that you messed up, then that's fine. We're not gonna like fucking hold it against you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not gonna like obviously like I said all my criticisms right. I don't disagree with what I've said, and I'd still like I don't want to like I'm not gonna like sit here and yell at you, right? That's not the
yeah,
point of this call. It's just the thing is right. Let's just say
mhm,
Lumi was potentially guilty, right? Let's say Lumi was. If you go about it this way, that could really severely muddy the waters and take away any chance for someone to take this case seriously. That's why,
yeah. That's exactly like today when I was at work. I kind of realized that Luna has done a lot of stuff, and hypothetically, if she was guilty, I kind of fucked up this case here by muddying down these terms, and I kind of realized that wow, I really did fuck up. um which is why I have my account unlocked. I know people think like I have no spine, but right now I'm thinking about just like deleting all the misinformation, because I don't want to muddy the water any more than I have.
it,
um
I mean, if you
yeah,
want to delete everything and like, I'm not gonna like obviously tell you what to do, right? You're your own person, but
yeah,
I think it takes like a lot more spine to like delete everything and just post like, "Hey, I got a story wrong," and then just own up to the mistake. Obviously, you do what you're going to do. There's many ways how you could deal with this, right? But
yeah,
that's just how I would say it because like if I mess up a case, I'm very honest about it. I apologize that I messed up about it. And I'm very it shows like it shows a sense of transparency, right? Because if you fuck up, at
mhm,
least if you own up to it, then it's like, okay, this person understands they made a mistake, and then all you have to do is just try not to do that same mistake again. And
yeah,
then maybe at first some people are going to be like, isn't this person the one that like muddied the waters of this case? But after time, if you prove that you're very credible and you could actually be trusted for a source, then this will be like just a thing of the past. And you know what, you can start being credible again if you like prove it to people, right?
yeah.
Because it does
The
oh, sorry, I won't cut you off. I'll let you
No,
speak.
no, you're
I'll
fine.
let you speak.
The victim said that they were gonna post stuff tomorrow. After tomorrow, if they don't give me anything, I'm just gonna delete everything and have a retraction. Um, I want to wait on the private apology to Luna because I want to
Yeah.
make sure. I will apologize for like calling her certain names and other things.
Yeah.
Obviously, that was kind of in bad taste.
Sure. Yeah.
Just because somebody is shitty doesn't mean I should be shitty.
Sure.
Congratulations, you're more sane than most people making these allegations.
Yeah, unfortunately. But definitely like today I was just making like funny art about it because I was just like, okay, well, maybe you were kind of being fucking ridiculous
Right.
in this situation. Maybe you kind of overreacted a bit and didn't think this through. And, if tomorrow comes around and you don't get anything, then yeah, definitely delete all the misinformation, make a retraction, and just stay away from it for now,
Yeah.
until I can get my shit together.
That's probably
If I
like
can
one of
give
the
my
best things
2
you can do.
cents.
Yeah, sure. I'll let you.
Yeah.
You said you're gonna delete it if you don't get like any evidence. I feel like if you do get the evidence and it isn't substantial, you should
Yeah,
still
I'm gonna
delete it
do.
anyway. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
that's
was that what
exactly
you're
what's
trying
gonna
to say?
happen. Yeah, trust me, that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Because if it's still like the same like out of context screenshots, I'm not gonna fuck with that.
Yeah.
Because at this
I mean,
point, I'm just really frustrated because Luna has done a lot of stuff, so it's not out of character. But like if you take advantage of people who had like a past with her, or who have like a-logged her for so long, it's kind of very disrespectful. Like I
Right.
don't appreciate that sort of shit.
yeah.
I don't appreciate being like made a fool. So
Yeah.
if
And
it's similar, then yeah, everything's definitely going to get deleted. If it's just like a out of context screenshot or something like that, then 100%, that's probably what's going to happen.
Okay.
And I'm just going to make a public apology.
yeah, honestly, that's the right thing to do. Like the fact that you've come on and owned up to the stream shows that you're like more competent than the rest of these fucking people who are coming after Lumi.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all I really have to say. Ace, you have any more questions? I know I'm like kind of taking control, but
I mean,
want to.
honestly, the fact that like if they were rebellious, this would be a whole different conversation. But they've pretty much like owned up to a lot of the stuff, so it's like I'm not gonna like be like I'm not gonna press them on anything. Like they obviously changed their takes. They obviously have like a different outlook. They obviously like have what I think is the right thing to do going forward, like planned. So
Yeah.
honestly,
I'm just glad I watched this stream because I was still so confused. And then this popped up on my YouTube feed and I ended up listening to it. And I'm like, yeah, I kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
oh, you unironically watched
Kind
my
of a lot.
space stream. Ooh.
Yeah,
Exposed
you know,
by
I
Ace
was,
face.
dude, I was a subscriber to you for this whole thing.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah. So like it's fine. It's fine. That's kind of why I freaked out because I have these people that I listen to when I work talking to me and it's just like, "Oh my fucking god, I don't know who these people are.
The
This is so
voices.
weird." Yeah, the voices, they're talking to me.
Ooh.
So maybe that'll explain like my whole reaction a little better on that other stream, but yeah, 100%, like if I don't get the shit that I need um tomorrow, the day after I'm going to unprivate and then have everything deleted and make a retraction.
Okay,
I don't
yeah.
know how to confront the victim about that. I don't even know if I can call him a victim really because it's just so complicated.
You could just say
Um
alleged
The
victim,
accuser.
right?
yeah,
That
alleged victim. Yeah, there you go. That's better. I don't know how to confront them, but if they don't post anything tomorrow, then I'm just going to be out of the situation. And you know what? If Luna is actually guilty, then it's someone else's problem. I
Yeah.
like I've already muddied the waters enough. I don't want to do something that's just going to make it worse. Personally,
Yeah, one thing
I
I will request from you, I do apologize for cutting you off. I just like want to like
you're fine, Ace, dude.
obviously like as well, right? You don't have to do this. I need to like set that precedent. Like you don't have to do this, but I would be very interested in whatever this person sends you. If you want to like send it by me or like whatever, that's like I would be very interested to see it. Obviously, you don't have to. You're your own person. I'm just like
It
throwing it in
depends
there.
on what person you're talking about because I had like 3 people
Like I'm just
DM
specifically
me.
talking about like if you get like new allegations against Lumi, I would be interested in seeing that.
Oh, okay. So you just want me to forward you stuff that I come across. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
Because
Yeah, can I ask
honestly, I
you
don't
to
think I'm
send to
gonna
me?
be.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this sort of stuff. I've like dealt with a lot of stuff in my lifetime involving the internet, and this is kind of just too stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, um, so yeah, definitely. If I come across something, I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
100%. Because I cannot deal with this sort of stress.
Fair enough.
And like again, you can exit out the situation anytime you want. We're not like no one's holding you at gunpoint.
Yeah.
No, that's completely you're fine,
Yeah.
dude. You're completely that would be
like-
really funny to draw though.
Oh.
Fucking got Ace Heller
Oh
saying,
my
"Give
god.
me evidence."
Dude,
Yikes.
I swear. You know what? If this is still funny tomorrow, yeah, I'll definitely draw that and like post it and tag it on
Alright.
Twitter. Just to be a douche. It'd still be really
So-
funny though.
Oh.
Just
Yeah.
My
bringing
humor's
Ace
kind of
holding
broken up.
firearms at you.
Oh yeah, and it makes it better because I'm an American.
Oh.
That's perfect.
It's amazing.
Right.
Is there any other questions you guys have for me?
Yeah, no, honestly, this was a way more civil conversation, and I'm pretty done right now. I don't have anything else. Like, I think we're
Okay,
good.
cool. If you guys need anything, I'm a DM away. I'm open to DMs. I might not, text back because I have work and education
Yeah,
and
no,
all
that's
that,
fine.
but
That's
I will
fine.
definitely,
Yeah.
contact you guys.
Okay.
Alright.
I hope you guys have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you very much for coming on.
No problem. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Alright, bye. Okay, so her has come in.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, okay. So, I guess
They're deafened.
so. I'll let them discover that they're in this call. Imagine joining a call and deafening, bro. Ooh.
I mean, they said they need to go for a piss, so
Yeah, so guys, this is Sin.
yeah, this is sin. This is bad.
Sin. They got an enemy profile pic. That's a red flag.
Oh my god, leave me alone. I didn't even do anything.
You sound like Just Joe.
No, my throat is so fucked up. It's not even funny.
Okay.
They sound like Relolan to me. I mean, I don't mean that like in any bad
Whoa.
way.
I don't even
You
know
sound
who
like
any.
Leolan derogatory.
I don't
Bro.
even know who any of those people are.
Rel screamed at me and Beast like today, and wow, he actually
Okay.
sounds like him.
Okay, we're getting off track.
We
So
are getting sidetracked
reason
now, so I'll
Okay.
mute.
why you're here. You're the person that's her in the chat, right?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, so I guess what is your involvement in all this? I guess we can start from there.
I have been an off and on friend of Luna since like 2019, 2020.
Okay.
And I've seen a lot of her behaviors up front. Originally I found her through a video that Nani made, which Nani isn't around anymore due to other circumstances. She's not dead, she just doesn't upload anymore. If you know, you know, you don't, you don't, you know.
Right.
But I found her through that, and I'm definitely one of those people that like wants to see the best in people and wants to see them like change and see if they can get better. Because honestly, when I first heard about it, I was like, a little odd
Okay.
to be doing shit like that, But I mean, there's probably a reason behind it. Not saying it's like justified, posting like your ex's nudes or anything.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like, like it happens all the fucking times with breakups, like more than you would think. So,
Yeah.
I
like
wanted
revenge
to
porn.
hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, revenge porn is so common and it's actually like disgusting, but I'm not gonna say it's not common.
Right.
But I just wanted to hear like her side of it, I mean, it wasn't my place to get involved and I understand that, but I wanted to see if I could try to help influence her to not act out like that, to maybe try to be a relatively better person. And I do think that she's gotten better in some ways, but as of like recent seeing her lash out on Twitter, I mean, if someone called me a pedophile, I would crash out, but I wouldn't crash out on Twitter of all places. I think I would just kind of step away from the environment that's like, making me like, the people that are calling me that. But that's just probably a me thing, honestly.
All right. So I guess I just kind of like wonder, where do you stand with like the Lumi stuff then?
Honest to God, it's really odd. Like, there's just so many shitty things that she's done that I'm like, why are you still on the internet? I don't think,
Okay.
like, I think the internet's not a good place for her at all. I
Okay.
think that people are not only taking advantage of her mental health and like her crash outs in a way, like not manipulating, what's the word, exploiting it. But I think that she's actively like just as toxic back, if that makes sense. Like, she cannot grow and flourish if she continues to be on the internet because she's going to continue to feed and give in to people that just want a reaction out of her. Besides the
Sure.
people that hold her accountable for things that she continues to do despite apologizing. Like, there's no point in giving an apology if you're going to continue to just do the same shit over and over again. It defeats the whole purpose and meaning behind an apology.
Okay, so I guess like what I'm wondering is like because obviously like Lumi is like an infamous figure in the field, right? I understand that. I'm not gonna like go and break into that and like try to defend some of the previous actions. Obviously, they're all criticizable, but
Yeah.
with this recent stuff, do you like stand by the take that you think Lumi's like a pedophile and a groomer or something?
I could see how it could be taken as grooming, but also, like in my opinion, I think it's predatory behavior just because of like the age gap. And I made a thread on it, and I was very polite. Okay, I don't do name calling. I don't do any of that really.
Okay.
But I definitely do think that it is relatively predatory. I understand that there's like, I did mention that there are cultural differences. So like with Japan being brought up, I think I'm going to mention this just because I think that it's important that people know. But it is generalization to bring up Japan in certain situations like that. To be like, oh well, the age of consent here is this. It's like a, what do they call it?
Yeah.
Not like a negative stigma, but a what the fuck? What's it called?
Yeah, I'm not
Sorry.
too familiar with the term, but I know what you're talking about.
A stereotype. There you go. Sorry, I'm
Oh, okay.
low key like
Got it.
I got that college brain fry right now, bro. I've been studying for finals
Ooh.
while being completely fucking sick.
Dude, that's so real.
Wait, so
Yeah, I got a final tomorrow. I'm cooked.
I guess
done
like
for it.
because like if you've been watching my stream, right?
For the most part, I came in kind of late because I got the link from Zoller because I was like, "Yo, like, are you good, brother?" Because I
Oh,
think the way that like Amos and them approached it was kind of immature in a way. I feel like if you're gonna approach people about that, I mean, you're not entitled to be nice to people, but I think that you should be at least relatively respectful about it if you're going to be making content on that kind of stuff.
okay. I mean, when I like watched their approach, like what was okay? So because when they first got the person in, right? It was off of like it started as like, can you explain certain things in the situation? Then they just had like an exchange of criticisms of why they thought it was not grooming. What do you think was the actual like negative part about that? Like how they came
I'm gonna
off?
be honest. Are we talking about Amos's stream?
Yeah.
I, honest to God, I saw it yesterday, but I didn't like watch it through. I skipped through it because I was like, I hope bro didn't put my thread in here because I was like, I was tweaking the fuck out. I ain't gonna lie. I don't like being included in things unless I voluntarily, Jesus Christ, offer to be in them. You know,
Okay,
I
but
just kind of like to be left out of things.
okay,
But
then why would you make a public thread about it then?
oh, that's because I have personal experience with her and I wanted to give my opinion on something, but also correct people at the same time. Like I volunteered to put myself out there. I
Right.
volunteered. Um,
Uh,
I was not going to be. Let me put this into perspective for you. I wasn't going to be mad or upset if Amos put me in a video. I was just mostly curious to see what they were talking about because very rarely do people ever make videos or streams about the shit that Lumi does at all. Like I think the last video that we had made on it from stuff that's happened in the past like 3 years was from Amos, and so
Right.
I was like, what could you guys possibly have to fucking talk about that hasn't already happened? Because like I said, she apologizes for things and then continues to do them.
Right. I mean, I don't like obviously like I said like with the previous stuff I'm not gonna like try to defend that stuff like obviously like there's criticizable things. I guess like I'm kind of like confused also like how can you consider Lumi a predator for this?
Okay, so this is where the opinions differ for most people because I'm an American as well. And here, just like Zoller said, he said that it's like it's frowned upon here to be dating someone with an age gap that's more than 4 years, like unless you're like
Right.
already in high school. So like for an example, if I dated a fucking 16-year-old, I'm 20 by the way, that would be fucking weird. Just for me personally,
Well,
because that is
yeah.
still a teenager. And even though in my state the age of consent is 16, it doesn't feel right with me. I have been taught and raised in just society in general in the United States. There's a very negative stigma around having relationships with people when you're an adult, whether you're like freshly 18 and dating a 14-year-old, or if you're like freshly 20 dating a 16-year-old. Like it's just frowned upon because, one of those people is in college. Now, I understand that in like the UK and stuff or something like that. I don't know. I've only had a couple what is it?
Age of consent in UK is 16. I'm
Yeah.
gonna let you finish your point, but I also have like a statement I want to make.
I mean, that
Go on.
doesn't really fully answer my. Okay, when do you know like when you call someone?
I wasn't
predator-
done yet.
Okay, you can
Like,
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
finish. I'll let you
I
finish.
didn't-
I'll let you finish.
Yeah, I had to
No,
take a
no,
drink
no,
of
no, no,
water.
no.
I had to take a drink of water because my throat's so fucking dry, bro. But no, I was referencing the fact that there's different cultural differences between what happens in the United States and what we consider to be like predatory, and then what other people consider to be predatory. And I picked that up from Amos's stream because he was like, well, the age of consent here is 16, or the age of consent here is 15. Like different countries have different, varying ages of consent, but most of the world, from my perspective, and the amount of people that I have met and talked to that aren't solely influenced by what happens in the United States, from Europe or just like other places, agree that like it's a pretty fucking weird to be dating a minor when you're an adult. And so that's why I personally think it's predatory. Now, I will say that I think it is a jump to call her a pedophile, and I am sorry for hopping on the bandwagon. I did make a joke, and it was a distasteful one, and it was in the moment. And it's not something I'm overly proud of, but it's one of those things where I'll sit down and admit it, like full chest, like like I'm not gonna, But I think that in a way, there's a really, really, really big like maturity thing.
Okay.
Um,
Okay, like I don't mean to like cut you off, and I know Ari, you wanted to make a point, but like the thing is, when you call someone right a predator, that is not only insinuated. This is like the definition. You are saying Lumi exploited that child. That is what being a predator is. You are exploiting someone for something. But like we just went over, there was no like sexual gain for it. There was no nudes exchanged. Like you have to argue when you call them a predator, what did they exploit from this person?
I also do have something I've been trying to say for ages.
Well,
oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead and say it.
All right,
Sorry,
you say your
yeah,
thing.
hold
I'll
on.
let them respond to it. All right.
Okay, you said you're talking about like shit with like 4 years, but the age difference is 3 years. I don't know if it's just me being like overly autistic and overanalyzing shit, but does it not seem like your point of the 4 year age difference is being bad if it's 3 years? Sorry, I'm really bad at explaining this.
No, I understand where you're coming from. I personally don't know that victim personally, but I do know they might be the same person actually. I don't fucking know. There's been so many people that she's fucked with that I'm not keeping a fucking list because that's just insane. But I will say that she does have the tendency to bond with people that are younger than her and that know about the shit that she's done, that have sexual trauma. And I feel like she purposely goes out of her way to find people like that, which is predatory behavior because you're exploiting the fact that people have sexual trauma, and then you're gaining off of it by gaining their trust and getting closer with them. And regardless, like, sorry, I have to take a breather because dude, my head is fucking pounding. So please excuse me if I like
Okay.
take a moment to like fucking function. But like, I feel like there's a power dynamic too here because she is really well known, not just only in the art community, but in the commentary community, in the YouTube community as well. Like whether or not people think that having like 16 to 20K is a lot or not, she's still incredibly well known. Like, bro, she was on fucking Kiwi farms for fuck's sake. Like,
I mean,
most.
Okay,
A lo-
I don't see that
Hmm?
relevance to that, but I'll let you continue.
I mentioned that because a lot of people keep track of people on Kiwi farms like Christian and stuff. Like, I was gonna make a point and say that she's kind of almost like the art community's Christian, basically, with how people treat her and how she goes about things. I'm not saying they've done the same exact things, but the similarities kind of run hand in hand, minus whatever the fuck Christian does. Um, but Jesus Christ,
Okay.
my point is that like I wouldn't I had there been nudes exchanged, which I mean
it's been
I wasn't
confirmed that
here
there
for the whole
wasn't.
interview
It's been
by
confirmed by
just
both
her or
by
the other
both
person as
sides.
well.
Even like the person that was leading the allegations even said if there was nudes exchanged, that would be CP, meaning that there wasn't any nudes
Okay.
exchanged.
I also have something to say, and sorry I cut you off, but like I was mean to say, she said that Lumi goes after people and exploits them. Well, if there's nothing sexual sent to each other, are you sure that's exploiting? Are you sure that's just Lumi's got
It
a
doesn't
shit
have
face
to
at
be
the time?
sexual to be exploitation. You realize that there are different forms of exploitation,
Okay,
right?
but you have to argue what they are gaining from this child.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I believe that you should obviously argue what they're gaining. But in most cases, with her, she gains someone who will defend her and who will be there for her that she can manipulate emotionally and emotionally abuse. And then whenever she doesn't need them anymore, she'll just fucking unadd you or throw you away.
Okay, well,
That's a
th-
crazy
And
claim
that's
to make, though. Like I
that is
haven't
a
seen
really
evidence of
crazy
that.
claim. And sorry, I might get a little bit irritated during this. I'm not irritated, just have a very angry sounding voice.
no, you're fine. I can't tell Tones I'm autistic, so I appreciate you
Okay,
clarifying
yes.
because I would have been like, "Are you good?"
So you think Lumi uses these people? Well, me and Lumi have been friends for months, and like this is before all like the shit that came out this like month has come out. So would you really say she's exploiting me or exploiting other people? Because for all we know, sorry, let me find a way to reword this properly.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, just befriending somebody doesn't mean you're exploiting them, and I know that's not what you're trying to say, but it comes off like that, and I'm obviously friends with Lumi, so like this is getting me a little bit like I don't know.
No, you're fine.
I don't know if you're like poorly, if it's just like my bad understanding or you're just poorly explaining it, but like I wouldn't see Lumi just being friends with people with sexual trauma as exploiting or trying to exploit someone. She just could have a shit taste in friends.
I mean, that also could be it, but speaking from some of the friends that I've seen her have, there's been a couple of them. Now, I don't think that these people obviously like go out to the world and announce and be like, I have sexual trauma. Like, that's not what I'm saying. But when she finds out that they have some sort of like mental disorder, like borderline personality disorder, which she's diagnosed with, or autism, but mostly in most cases borderline, that's what happened with me and other people as well. When she finds out that you have a similar disorder, she like trauma bonds with you, and then she like uses that. I feel like she uses that to her advantage. Now, I've been friends with her off and on multiple times, and if I don't agree with her or say like we'll have differing opinions, which you're bound to have differing opinions with people. That's how friendships work. You're not always going to see eye to eye, and I wouldn't say I've been overly malicious about it most of the time that I've had an opinion that's been differing. I'm just like, oh well, I don't agree. Not everyone is going to, fucking see the same things all the time. But I think the way that she acts out and shit is just toxic, incredibly.
I mean,
And I think that it's manipulative behavior.
Okay, well,
Like,
look.
yeah.
Okay, I'll let you speak in a second, Ace.
Yep.
But like, I feel like acting out and like being friends with other people isn't like a good point that's mixing together because she could have anger issues. I mean, I don't mean to trauma. But like I do have sexual trauma, and like I haven't seen anyone trauma bonding with me. I haven't trauma bonded with Lumi, and we've been friends for months. So
Yeah,
this
can
whole
you
point you're
explain
trying
the
to make, it doesn't
term
make any.
trauma bonding real quick? Because like
Yeah.
or you just like
have you never heard the term trauma bonding?
no, it just sounds like you're just sharing your personal experiences with each other. That's not what
Yeah,
I get.
it's just I am gonna say this, and like I know this might not be you properly saying this, and I'm sorry, but if you're just saying this because this is the experience you had with Lumi, that doesn't really count as valid criticism because everyone has different experiences with different people. And the
Well,
only reason I'm getting so defensive right now is because I just
you
feel
haven't
like
had that experience?
no, I've been friends with her for I don't know when I first messaged her. I will have to check Twitter, but I think it was like 5 or 6 months ago. We have not quote unquote trauma bonded, so I don't get what the point you're trying to make is. It's
Okay.
like,
Well, I have a
alright,
couple questions for you, first of all. Do you guys ever like talk about anything that's like a relative comment or like a topic? So like I was in a VC with her like maybe like 6 months ago or so, and someone in the VC was talking about just like their trauma. Like I wouldn't say it was necessarily trauma dumping because it was on the topic, but it was like very vague. But they were talking about their own personal experiences, which is like abuse and shit like that. And she chimes in now trauma bonding as okay. This is I'm gonna I'm gonna sound like such a fucking nerd here when I say this, but I'm a psychology major. I'm majoring in psychology. Um,
I'm a medical major, don't worry.
okay, peak. Okay, I was like, please, I don't, I don't want to come off as like a fucking nerd when I say
Right.
this, but we use, at least from where I'm at, we use the term as trauma bonding when people develop an emotional attachment between either like an abuser and their victim, or just any kind of relationship. So, for example, I had a friend that trauma bonded with me just because of her own personal experiences because we shared similarities. It could be through anything, through sexual trauma or physical or emotional abuse or having similarities and stuff like that. That is what most likely it is. And I'm not the only one that has had a very, very similar situation with Lumi in this. I know at least 5 other plus people from my past, I don't know, 4, almost 5 years of knowing her, of people that have had those kinds of experiences with her. And I don't think that they're going to come forward openly anymore and talk about it because the amount of times that we've been handed apologies and then, well, I, I don't know if they've been really handed apologies because she has a lot of people that she has issues with. But a lot of the times that she says that she's sorry for doing things, she just continues to do it.
I
But my main
Okay.
like point on this was mostly just the fact that she repeats really, really toxic and manipulative behavior.
Okay, so a couple things there, right? I don't want to like be blunt, but
You
what
can, it's fine.
what is really like okay, because like what it sound like what you explained to me with trauma dumping just sounds like that they're relating off of an experience that they had and it could be seen as venting, which I feel like is a normal behavior from friends. So I guess I don't really see where the negative thing lies in that.
Okay, wait, can you repeat that question? Because low
Okay.
key, I was reading something else.
Okay, so when you explain trauma dumping to me, and I really don't mean to be blunt here, right? It
I mean
sounds
trauma bonding.
yeah, trauma bonding. That's what I meant.
Sorry.
So it sounds like, right, what you just explained to me is that two people will relate with something that's really fucked up that happened to them and like bond over that, which just kind of sounds like to me that it's just two friends bonding over like sharing personal stuff about themselves, which I kind of am wondering where's like the negative factor in that.
Yeah, I agree with Ace. I'll let you answer first, but like basically what Ace said, like it's complicated to explain, but I'll let you
Okay.
explain it.
Yeah, there's a really big difference between trauma dumping and like genuinely just having a bond. Like, so like I feel like the person that commented in the comments being like, "Oh, well, they're just explaining trauma dumping." No, trauma dumping is exactly what it fucking sounds like. You sit there, usually unannounced or without asking,
Right.
because it's usually perceived as a negative thing, and you just sit there and you're like, "Oh, well, this happened to me, and this happened to me, and this happened to me," and like it's usually in great detail, which can make a lot of people uncomfortable because it's usually unprovoked and most people don't ask
Sure.
for it.
Yeah,
Now,
sure. We know what trauma dumping
that's-
is, but like I
I'm
don't see
explaining
how
it
it
to that
resolves
person.
Lumi.
Yeah, but like for the trauma bonding thing, can you tell me what the negative factor is? Because it really just comes off as like two friends bonding and venting with each other, like the way it was explained to me.
I really feel like they should fix the term for trauma bonding because it's not usually perceived as a good thing. So, like, from my own personal experiences and with my own therapist, of course, she's like, as much as I would love for you to like make friends with people in group and stuff, I don't think it's a good idea until you guys are all out of therapy because I don't want you guys to bond over the trauma that you guys have because of how toxic that can be. Now, I feel like there's more negatives that outweigh the positives when it comes to trauma bonding
Okay.
because you two can have like a a similar situation. Say like your friend gets assaulted and you get assaulted or something like that. Now, feel free to stop me if this is a very triggering topic for anyone because I obviously don't want to
I'm
send
fine.
anyone into anything.
Okay.
But like that in itself is not necessarily something that's healthy to bond over.
Okay, yeah, I understand that, but like it's just someone sharing experiences. What if they don't feel comfortable sharing this experience with like their family or something? I fail to see the logic of like trauma bonding being a bad thing. And this could just be because I'm not the best at psychology, but as Ace said, it just seems like two friends who are relating to something, so maybe they feel more comfortable with themselves about it. I don't know. It's just like the way you're describing it, it doesn't sound like a bad thing. And
I
that's
mean,
why I'm like,
for you, it
go
might
on.
not sound like a bad thing, but for a lot of people that do experience trauma bonding, it is perceived as a bad thing.
Okay. So
It's like it's a form of like manipulation in a way.
How is it
You know,
manipulation to what you? It sounds like these two are venting to each other.
it's
How is
an
it
okay.
manipulation?
yeah, it
There,
just sounds like venting, dude. Like
I mean,
I'm not
part
trying
of
to
it
call you a
is
drug.
no. You're fine. You're fine. I mean, to be fair, I'm a little shaken up. So like, I might go around in circles for a second, but I am getting to a point that I will eventually make. I didn't come in here with a fucking script or anything. And
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Lumi is like the worst person ever. I'm just saying that she does have a lot of habits that she should probably look into getting fixed, like the rest of us. And I'm no saint either, and I acknowledge my faults and my issues and stuff. I'm not trying to put her down for any of it. I'm just saying that she has a lot of issues that she should consider getting fixed so she stops getting herself in these situations. I don't think she's a pedophile. I just think that she has a very, in her own words, she makes bad decisions that come off as predatory to people that live in different cultural settings and different societal settings. Me personally, I think it was a little predatory, and or at least in better terms, a little lacking in like self-awareness of what she was doing. I don't think she should go to jail for it. I don't think she should be harassed for it, but I do think that she should be held accountable for the way that she reacts to things and the shit that she says and does to other people.
Okay, look, I get that, but can we get back to the point about the trauma bonding because like it's
Is that just okay? Yeah, sorry. I just
yeah,
wanted to like.
you keep getting sidetracked and like I understand like you have autism, like I have autism too, so it's a whole thing, but like it just seems like you're trying to delay the point, and that's just me being over analytical. So if you would mind, and like I'm not trying to be a dick, obviously, but if
No,
you
you're
mind like
fine.
explaining the trauma thing.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say something, obviously, but I'm gonna be speaking about someone that I personally knew that was friends with Lumi for a very long time, and I'm not gonna name drop them. I know that's gonna make it really hard to believe me, but this person has long since I think cut contact with her, but they were friends for a very long time. And in her own words, she described it as having a trauma bond because Lumi was abusive to her. And so in most cases, trauma bonding, like I said, in most cases that it's perceived, it is someone like literally bonding with their abuser, and it has tactics of manipulation. And you can say, oh, like I said, you can bond over like being assaulted or something, but the way that it's portrayed, especially from the abuser's point of view, is that it breaks the other person down. You have like negatively impacted self-esteem and confidence, and it can be particularly hard to leave that relationship or friendship because you are trauma bonded with that person. Like, that's what I'm
Wait,
trying to say.
are you
Okay,
claiming?
so
Wait,
what
wait, 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 wait.
sorry,
Are
sorry,
you
go on,
claiming
Ace.
that Lumi is like the abuser to these people? Then
Not these people. It was specifically in most friendships that she's had, she has been abusive. I'm not saying as I don't know,
Okay,
like
okay,
I'm
so hold on. Sorry, I'm cutting you off here, but like, how do you know that in most friendships she's had it's abusive, and it's not just someone like saying that because they want to get the worst image possible? Because
I've
like,
seen. Oh, sorry. Continue.
okay, I'm like, I'm trying to be as civil as I can, but like, this is very confusing. It's very late, but
Yeah.
it honestly just seems like this whole thing is like kind of reaching. Now that might not be your intention. I'm not saying it is, but it's kind of coming off as that, if you get what I mean. And the only reason why I'm getting a little bit heated right now is because I still struggle to see how trauma bonding is a bad thing. And like, do you have any proof that Lumi was willingly doing this to get like an advantage over the victims, alleged victims?
I mean, I could probably reach out to the one girl I'm talking about and be like, "Hey, bro, you want to like give a statement on this?" But I don't know. I think she's off the internet. I believe she's off the internet, but I know some of her Twitter accounts, but I highly doubt that she's even active on them because she's doing other shit in person. But I was there to see how they reacted with each other and how they interacted with each other, and I didn't keep fucking screenshots of it because like at the time it wasn't like but I'm saying just from my own personal experience, all right, and the personal experience of a couple mutuals I've had in the past, that she does have. I'm not saying she's doing it now because I don't fucking talk to her and I don't know, but I'm saying that it is something that should probably be looked into because nobody ever fucking brings it up. Like
okay.
they'll only ever bring up the fact that she did this or she did that, and those are things that have already been talked about. But I feel like at least some point someone should be like, hey, she has the tendencies to do things that are not only self-destructive to herself but other people, and put other people in
Wait,
danger as well.
okay. I don't want to like. I do like. Forgive me for cutting you off.
You guys keep cutting me off when I'm getting to the good part because I was going to bring up the most recent person.
Okay, and oh no, we don't need Chris here yet. Hold on.
Okay.
I didn't.
Hold
Hey
on.
man,
Hold on.
I've seen what Chris can do. I don't want to get into it with Chris.
We'll get Chris
I
later
surrender.
if you want. But like the thing is, right? Okay, so what the issue kind of comes back to me is, right? You are making an allegation against this person when you decide yourself you don't have screenshots of this. So that means I have to like take your word of mouth because there's no evidence for this, and this is your main point of why you're calling Lumi predatory. So essentially, you were calling Lumi predatory with no evidence.
Thank you. So
Okay,
sorry, like
let
I
me-
sounded really annoyed.
No, you're fine. Okay, I brought up the trauma bonding thing as a completely like separate thing. As a completely separate thing. I probably didn't transition to it well, but I mentioned that's one of her main issues.
Again, I'm sorry to
okay?
cut you off, but the reason why we got into that in the first place is because you made the claim that Lumi would look for people that were, like were sexually abused in order to manipulate them later, and that's why you called them predatory. That is why we got
That's
into
why
the
that's
whole
why
trauma
she's
bonding
been
thing.
called predatory. And my oh my god, sorry. I'm like actually being fucking stupid right now. Give me a second. Okay. This is going to be a lot of backtracking and reforming my own words because I can't go back and look at the VOD and I'm already being flamed and I don't really give a fuck about that. Correct me, because I'm fine with that. I'm open to criticism and I'm open to be corrected. But I'm talking
The only reason
about.
we're flaming you is because you're not making any fucking sense.
Well, no. Okay,
Sorry.
okay. If you want to say flaming,
No,
right?
that's funny as fuck, and you're right.
Okay,
but like
okay.
at the same
I'm
time, it would be easier to make sense if I could finish my fucking sentence.
The thing is, right? I'm criticizing you because you're making a point without evidence, and that's what's fueling this dangerous label to someone. Like, yes, I'm gonna criticize that.
Oh yeah, I already said I don't think she's a pedophile. I feel like there's a really big difference between having like.
Well, yes, but a predator.
But you're claiming she's predatory.
Oh, okay.
You claim that she's a predator. No, not just predatory, because predatory is an action, Ari. See, she's claiming she's a sorry. Sin is claiming that they are a predator, which is
No, I said she has predatory activities.
Earlier, you said that they were a predator earlier, and you said like this is why this makes them a predator.
This is why they do predatory things. Okay. I should have came in here with a script. I had plenty of time to write one. This would have made my life 10 times easier.
Yeah.
All
You
right.
probably, you
Okay.
probably
Don't
should.
interrupt me. I'm sorry. Don't interrupt me, and let me get my final just like fucking point across.
Okay,
Okay.
we'll get you one more point, but if you start making sense, I'm actually gonna remove you because. Okay.
Okay, Ari, come on.
But at least hear me out. At least hear me out. Okay. I know you've been very. Can I at least thank you for being gracious and understanding, or is that just you don't care?
Just
Okay, look, I appreciate the thanks. I'm sorry I'm getting so bothered. I
No,
get
you
heated
have
about
okay.
certain things.
You have every right to be bothered, and I'm not gonna flame you for it because I have been the same way. And I don't actively think she's a piece of shit. I just think she does weird things, and it personally irks me. I'm not gonna go out of my way and be like, "Oh my god, you should die." I don't give a fuck. The only things I give a fuck about are the things that I've experienced that I think are weird because I have my own form of like self-righteousness that I personally need to get fixed. I'm I'm not a part of the fucking other thing, you know. I said my piece. I just think that she has really self-destructive behaviors and that she should look into it and not be on the internet because being on the internet is only, or at least responding to it, which she does every time. And I guess in this case she had a right to because she got called a predator. But in all the other cases, she just fucking responds to respond to feed into it. And you're not making your situation any better. Especially if you're borderline. If you're in a position like that where you have a disorder like that, you should put yourself in an environment where you can grow. And I'm glad that she has friends like you that are defending her and also doing that. But my main purpose of coming in here was to mostly just state and say that I don't think she's a pedophile. I just think that she had some predatory, or at least maybe like, you know, she's dancing a little weird, you know, she's doing some weird shit. And I think that it should at least be looked at. I'm not saying fucking monitor every fucking thing, but I'm just saying like at least keep an eye and make sure that she doesn't continue to do self-destructive things. And I was going to mention that what she had going on with that one person, first of all, should have never been public, but also was just really fucking weird. Like from both sides, just really fucking weird. Like I can see where Lumi comes from, but I can see where the other person comes from with how they felt that they were being taken advantage of and how they felt like they were being, you know, emotionally manipulated and abusive. And I think that it was a toxic thing going both ways.
and when you say
Probably
that,
should
we are
have
referring to the 15-year-old, or are you referring to someone else?
the 15-year-old. I honest to God think that Lumi should not be friends with people at least under the age of 16, let alone at least closer to her actual age. And that's just me being me, because like I personally don't like talking to minors. I'm a 20-year-old. I just don't. With how the internet is, and given the situation, and you know, you can call me a hypocrite on this, but given especially just how people take things and run with it, especially in situations where minors are involved, it's just not worth it. So you know, just some advice if she's still watching, you know, just fucking quit talking to kids.
Wait, you said like how people just take things and run with it. I mean, you did say earlier
I
you
literally
hopped
just
on the
called myself
bandwagon.
out for it, bro.
I know, I
literally
know,
just called
I
myself.
know,
He
I
did
know,
call
but
himself out for it.
At least I'm
know.
self-aware. At least I'm self-aware. I'm not doubling down. At least I'm self-aware.
Okay, let Ace finish.
Okay. So again, like when we go through this, right? So let me just ask you this: do you have any hardcore, concrete evidence that they have done predatory things?
Honestly,
Can you give me something that we can go like
bro,
just go over?
you're gonna have to make me go through all the archives, bro, because there's some shit in there that's really weird. Like
Okay, well,
genuine concrete stuff. Like I'm almost 100% sure that some of the archives have caught her lacking in some pretty fucking weird ways
Okay,
with children.
respectfully,
just
respectfully, I don't know you. You don't know me. We are strangers to each other on the internet. If you were going to make a public claim, I would appreciate you to have evidence to back up that public claim. I can't just take your word for it like how you can't just take my word for something because we're both strangers on the internet.
I'm taking your word for it just because you guys have a good approach, and I appreciate it. I always appreciate a good debate. Like, I'm not going to walk out of this, you know, fucking with my balls tucked between my legs. I honestly think that this was a good conversation. And I did not come on here, okay, to necessarily, you know, double down on anything fucking malicious. I'm just giving my personal opinion on everything, if that's okay.
I mean, okay, again, there's a personal opinion, and then there's accusing someone of doing predatory things.
yeah.
Okay, I'm speaking
look,
on like my personal
alright.
experience and other people's personal experience. She's done some pretty
Easy,
fucked up
okay.
things.
Tim,
I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Sorry. I'm not
okay.
mad.
Look, I understand that 100%. I fucking understand that. But if we ever do one of these streams again, which we will, because you know this whole situation is a fucking mess. If you come on, can you please come with like prepared evidence? Because for this
Yeah.
entire thing, we've just been going in fucking circles, and like I want to apologize for getting heated because you know I'm just like that. But like
I mean,
it got annoying, and you came onto the stream, and I know you said predatory, but if you're calling someone predatory, at least from what I know, that's basically calling someone a predator. So like that's That's what's kind of bothering me the most. Like, I appreciate that it's hard to word, and I'm gonna let Ace speak in a minute because I feel like he's want to say something.
I mean,
It's just like,
yeah, you got
okay,
it.
go on. I'm done.
All right. I mean,
Um,
another thing too. Like, I mean, he is in the waiting room. Do you want to talk to Chris?
Dude, Chris said he wasn't gonna flame me. I know he's gonna flame me. I've seen it. Don't fucking lie to me, bro. You're gonna. He's
Hey,
gonna.
all right,
He's gonna.
He,
He's
he,
gonna
he,
until
he
that
said he's
happens.
actually promising me in DMs that he won't
Okay,
flame
but
you.
okay,
If
but
he
hold
does,
on,
that's
but
on
hold on.
me.
Okay.
Yeah, but hold on. Okay, so oh my god, I forgot where I was gonna go with this because I was too focused. I don't mean to go in circles. It's just I'm pretty sure I got some form of fucking undiagnosed ADHD, or I might just be fucking stupid. To each their own. Form an opinion if you want. But I came in here like with like personal experiences and stuff because I was like, hey, I'm gonna give you my personal experience with her, and I did that. I performed that. And I'm being honest. I'm not really big on lying. I know you're gonna just have to take my word for it. But I'm in the position where like I probably should have thought about it first, but I don't want to name drop myself and put myself out there because I'm genuinely fucking terrified of her. She makes me uncomfortable and she scares me. And I don't I don't know. It's just I fear that if I like straight up just be like, "Hey yo, what's up?" and like drop my name to her, that I will just be putting myself in more danger because times that I have interacted with like the anti-Lumi community, which I don't consider myself an anti-Lu or whatever. I was once, and I apologize to Lu to that for that a long time ago, and I think that community is a little odd. But I fear that if I put myself in a position like that again, then I'm gonna get myself doxxed, which is why I do my best to keep to speak up about things that I believe in and obviously like come on to things like this as politely as possible, but without like I want to be able to like give information, but there's a really big part of me that's like, dude, like you're fucking yourself because I'm not saying it's her fault. I am not saying it's her fault, but I have been in situations where I have been doxxed because of the anti-Lu community or just being in that general community, and that happened to me when I was a minor, and I'm still in the same fucking house, and I'd really, really like to not get like rape threats and shit again. So like, again, not Lumi's fault, but it's related to Lumi in the fact that it was a community that was based off of spending all of their time being heinous to her. And so hopefully you can see where I'm coming from, where I'm like a little, what is it? Not squirmish, but a little shy about it.
Okay, I understand that. Just like, this is the last thing I'm gonna say because Chris has been waiting long enough. If you are gonna, this is for future reference. If you ever get into any more like controversy or like someone you know is in drama, no matter who you are, you can censor your name out. You have to get involved. You have to like show us screenshots because this is commentary. You can't just take your word for shit.
Oh yeah,
Right.
obviously, because if that was the case, you guys can make a video on me and be like, this guy is a certified dumbass, like I am, but people can just run with that.
Do that.
No, I'm just saying, like for an example. But also a majority of my experiences, especially the ones from like this year that were just really fucking odd, happened on Twitter accounts that I don't have anymore, and they were bad enough to where I did get screenshots. And as stupid as this is gonna fucking sound, I don't keep that shit on a fucking hard drive. Like I'm not at the CIA or something. I literally reset my computer thinking that I would never have to fucking talk about it again. I'm not saying I'm being forced to, but I never thought that she was actually gonna like be brought up again because they only like I agree in the fact that like a lot of people make baseless and stupid accusations, but a lot of people only fucking bring up the shit that she did, like faking cancer or like the shit that she did that's already been talked about so many times.
Right.
And so I never thought that it was going to be talked about
We're
again.
getting
So
we're getting sidetracked again. Okay, look. Okay, Ace, can I just add Chris because like
I wasn't even being sidetracked. I was literally telling you the whole purpose of why I'm in here and why. But whatever.
okay,
Yeah,
well,
add
I
Chris.
thought you were. I apologize. Okay, we'll add Chris. Try not to kill each other, please.
I wasn't gonna.
Chris, you said you'd be nice. I expect you to be nice.
Hey, give me 1 second. I'm equalizing everybody's mics. Y'all can keep talking if y'all are talking about something.
It's your turn, buddy. It's your time to shine.
Okay,
It's your turn, Big Chris.
Okay, give me 1 second. Y'all are so fucking loud. Okay, so Sin, that's what your name is, right?
Yeah, what up, buddy?
So
You
I
think
have
you
a
promise
list
you're
of
not gonna flame
questions.
me?
I promise that I won't scream, yell. I just want to ask you a few questions and get some clarifiers on them, okay?
Okay.
So you claim that it's a toxic and manipulative behavior to you or to everyone?
I feel like okay, well, I have to figure out how I'm gonna word this. from the experiences that I've had and other people have had, the people that are no longer in contact with her or don't enjoy being around her, it's been a negative experience. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Like, there are people that I know that I've seen both sides of the story, that it was mostly her being just either fucking transphobic or just awful. But then there are some people that did feed back into it that I don't support, like what they're doing. But I'm mostly talking about like me and other people that have had just like really unwarranted, really like shitty fucking experiences, or she'll tell us things that aren't true.
Okay,
like-
so is this an allegation or is this just this person is mean?
Give me a second. I'm thinking.
Also, Dari, if you don't mind, like while I'm asking these questions, like if you can pull up a notepad and just write down questions that you have, I really just want to have this be a one-on-one right now.
Okay, I'll pull up a notepad, but I've basically asked all I want. I'm just
Okay,
gonna listen
okay.
in right now.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah. Sorry. You go.
I mean, I did come in with evidence of the fact that, like, I mean, you guys already saw it, and I didn't even have to show it, but that she was talking to like a minor, and that was my one issue that I did come in with evidence for.
I
So
feel like you saying minor is a very heavy has a very heavy connotation to it. I don't feel like you can just say minor. It feels like it's muddying the waters more than anything.
I need
Because
to.
you realize
I have a
as
question for you.
sure,
I'm presuming that you don't live in the United States.
I do.
You do? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so if you live in the United States, and now this isn't like I said earlier, this is like there's different cultural and different societal meanings behind things. But from my perspective, and a lot of other people that live in the United States, I guess excluding you, a 17-year-old is still a minor. You're not an adult. You're not legally an adult. You can't go in and fucking do a lot of things. Like you can't even step into a casino because you're still not 18. You're under the age. Now
Yeah,
you
but you're
can't gamble
using
until you're 21,
sorry.
but you can't walk in there until you're 18. And I do think that the usage of like drugs and alcohol thing is an invalid argument because anyone could do that at any age. It just makes it easier when you're of age to do so. But I do
Sure.
think that there is a literal reason why the United States and a lot of other countries have the legal age to be an adult as 18.
So if you're going by the legal standpoint, let me ask you this. Why in the UK are 17 and 18-year-olds allowed to buy cigarettes and drink alcohol, but in the United States it's 21, a flat blanket 21?
I don't know.
I'm
I don't
gonna
live in the
correct you one
UK.
thing.
But you're going
Chris, we can't. Sorry, we can't
sorry.
buy cigarettes at 17. But
Sorry, you
yeah,
can
I
buy
still see what
cigarettes
you're
at
trying to
18.
ask.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what's the huge difference between an 18-year-old and a 21-year-old?
Thanks for the tea,
The
professional gamer.
the mental age, like the gap. One of them's been
Like
alive
what?
longer.
What
One of them has more
specifically?
personal experience
3 years?
in life. Like, yeah. Okay, so for example, right? Let's see.
So
I don't want to
hold
put
on.
myself in the
Let me
situation as her, but
let me clarify this. You have a problem with 3 years.
I honestly thought it was 4 just of the way that the fucking thread was described. So don't blame me for that.
No,
But
I'm
I guess in
asking
this
you
case it's 3.
17 or I'm sorry, I'm asking you 18 and 21.
If an 18 and 21-year-old dated each other, I think it'd be fine because they're both adults. But if it was a 17-year-old and a 21-year-old, I would be like, that's a little weird. Now, I'm not the fucking police, so if I see someone in person dating them, I'm not gonna like. There's nothing I can physically fucking do about it, but have an
So
opinion.
then
And all of this
why
has
are
been
you
with
coming
an
on a
opinion.
public platform arguing that they're predatory for what they're doing? It's a 17 and a 21-year-old. What magically changes between 1 year?
You're asking me fucking riddler ass questions here. Can you repeat
No, I'm
that?
not. I'm asking you a very direct question. What
I
changes
was being
between
sarcastic.
17
Can
and
you repeat
18?
that?
Yeah, okay. So, what magically changes between the ages of 17 and 18?
You legally become an adult, and you
Legally,
have one
you're
more
arguing
year of age
legally. You were
experience.
just hold on. You were just talking on morals. Are you arguing morally or legally?
Both.
Okay, so let me ask you morally, what is the huge difference between 17 and 18? And I'm not asking for like just
I
life
know.
experience. I'm asking specifically, what is the difference?
Okay, see now if you don't take into account what the fuck is wrong with my computer? Sorry. If you don't take into account that one of them has one more year of experience, then they're almost the same. But I still think it's weird. And nowhere did I say that she was a pedophile. I just, in my own view and a lot of other people's view that's shared, I think that it's a little. There's like, I don't call people predators and just assume that they're like actually being a pedophile. I think that she has some toxic and very odd behaviors is a better way of wording it, and I should have worded it that way. But and I don't think that she should have a threat on her. I'm just saying.
Okay, so you just admitted that it wasn't predatory then.
In my eyes, I think that I would not do that. And I know people in my personal life
So
that are my
then-
age that wouldn't do that. And a lot of the
So
people that
then-
called her out for it also wouldn't do it. Now,
So then you
I don't know if
retract the
you'd do
claim
it.
of them being predatory.
I retract the claim that she was ever a pedophile because that's
No,
a
I'm
stupid
asking
claim.
you directly. The claim of being predatory. Do you retract that?
Is it not predatory behavior? Just a little bit? Like,
I
is it
don't
not
think
at
so.
least?
No.
Okay,
There's
well,
no
that's a
huge
think
difference
so.
between somebody who is 17 and 21. There's nothing that magically changes between 1 year or what we're assuming is 1 year. Do we know how many months they were into it? Because it could just be a few month difference from being 18. And if that's the case, then that is a very heavy thing to be saying.
What about the fact that she's been talking to this person off and on since they were 15 and she was 18 at the time? 15-year-olds, whether they're in London or not, or I guess in Britain in this case, can't, they're not going to college or whatever they do there. I don't know.
Why?
I
Okay,
still wouldn't.
Sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Why are we bringing up the UK? The laws in the UK and Sweden are completely different.
Well, he brought it up, so I'm asking because, well, he also brought it up, but I'm also asking him that.
Okay, let's remove legality from this completely. All right. Let's talk morals.
Okay,
What is
morals.
morally wrong with that?
The fact that one of them is hypothetically, I guess, in this case, depending on how they do school in Sweden, or from at least my point of view, one of them has graduated high school, has gotten way more. I'm bringing the life experience into this because you can argue that it's not valid or that it is valid, but it's just weird, like odd, like
weird is a very open term. I don't mean to use the Aiden logic, but that is a very
weird in a
term.
negative context, like in a why would you had this been any other fucking YouTuber or any other person and they lived in the United States, definitely would have been fucking flamed for it. But the fact that she lives in Europe, just a lot of people just are oh well, I mean
flamed for it. What is morally wrong with it not being flamed for it?
I also have a question, not a question, but something I want to say, but I'll let you speak first.
No, you can go for it.
Okay, so you say fucking 15 and 18 is 3 years, for example, removing all the ages that's predatory. Right?
It's seen as predatory.
Okay.
Now,
Okay. Directly a question to you, though.
Hold on.
It's directly a fucking question, dude. And I'm sorry, but
To
I'm
me,
gonna speak from. Okay, can I speak from my own experience real quick?
Yeah.
When I was 17, I dated a 21-year-old. Would you call that 21-year-old a predator?
A 17-year-old predator?
No, I was 17. They were 21.
Sorry, I completely zoned out there for a second, dog. I was like, "What do you mean?"
Oh my god, dude.
Okay. Hey, come on,
Sorry,
chill out.
Okay.
I have a few more questions to ask.
Okay, can I
but
just
answer the question at hand,
Are
please.
you finished? Yeah.
Okay, so I was 17 dating a 21-year-old. Would that 21-year-old be considered a predator? We were both. Okay, that's all I wanted to ask.
I had to cough. I thought you were mad that I coughed. So, this is how I personally view it, right? If both people are consenting, then it's a little less weird. Now, I still think it's weird just because of the age difference, and that was something that I'm taught. And obviously, looking on this, I know I should have approached this better. And I came very unprepared because I didn't think I was gonna be let in this fucking quick. And I was gathering and doing something at the same time. So the next time I ever have one of these discussions, it is reckless, but at least I admit it and I'm aware, and it's not not something I'm proud of.
Yeah, but that's still reckless, even if you admit it. I'm still gonna
Well,
call it
yeah,
reckless.
it doesn't. Call it whatever you want. I'm here to get your guys' opinion on it as well. I'm not here to prove who's wrong or right. I
Okay,
probably should have stated that first,
on.
but I wanted
Okay.
to see your guys' opinion on it as well.
Hold on. Okay. Wait.
Look, I'll let you speak first, Chris.
Dude, his fucking questions are actually scrambling my brain in a good way, but it hurts so bad.
So you use the blanket term weird. What do you mean by weird?
Weird in a negative context is in the way that it is portrayed as negative. So it's not something that is good. So like for
Weird
I can't-
is a neutral word. So can
I
you
know
like
I know
find
it's a
another
neutral word,
word
but it
besides
means
weird?
yes. Weird is a neutral word, meaning that you can use it in positive context and in a negative context. But I guess if not weird, but just not preferred. Not preferred, or just something that comes off as gross.
Gross how?
Do you know? Okay, the literal definition of
I'm
gross is like
no,
disgusting or like just not favorable.
No, I think
I'm
he's asking how's
asking
the
you.
actions gross.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. How is the action gross inherently?
Okay, wait, hold on. I'm now gonna ask you a question. So
You,
are you
if you
saying?
answer this, if you answer this one, I will gladly answer your question.
Okay, we're doing this. Okay, now,
Yeah.
valid. But I'm. You put me in the position where I'm like actually like I'm glad that you're putting me in the position where I actually have to think, so I'm not just like spewing shit out my mouth. Okay, believe it or not, because I am having to think about things. But the way that you go about asking it, like, physically fucking hurts my brain. Is there any other way that you could ask it?
Yeah, sure. So what
Like, is
in
this like
the
a morality
action of
standpoint,
them?
or is this a legal standpoint?
This is a morality. This whole thing is morality. We're done talking legal at this point.
Okay, I just had to make sure so I don't go back to that and then get flamed for it.
Yep.
Morality standpoint. Okay, now what was your question again?
Okay, what inherently is gross about what they were doing?
Okay, my morality standpoint on this
We're not
is that
asking for your personal standpoint. Okay, we're not asking for your personal standpoint. We want objective facts because personal standpoint is personal. Look, I'm sorry.
okay,
I'm
well,
getting
I'm not.
to
No, you're fine. I'm not a 17-year-old, but when I have to think of it as if I was a 17-year-old, unless any of you know a 17-year-old.
Okay,
Okay,
no,
if
we
you're
can get the
going at it
what
from
standpoint
I'm
of.
hold on,
trying to say
hold
is
on.
we don't want to
Sorry.
hear your personal standpoint. Sorry,
Sorry,
Chris.
hold on. If we are going on the standpoint of looking at it through the 17-year-old's eyes, they didn't see it as wrong at the time, so you can't use that argument.
So that
I
they only
mean,
see it as wrong whenever because I don't think that anyone is giving me
Yes, you're
the
getting
full.
to our core argument right now. Why do they see it wrong now? Why do you see it as wrong? Why does everybody see it as wrong? Why does everybody see the 17 and 21 thing as wrong? Why is it gross? That's what we're asking you.
See, but the only facts that I could get on this is something that's like scientifically just not something that you can go about unless you are physically fucking 17 and have that because there is a literal like scientific thing that there's a big, at least from what they have seen and proven or whatever the fuck you want to go about it, call me a nerd if you want, but that there's like morality wise and just like in a societal view that there is a morality gap and a physical and mental gap between a 17-year-old and a 20-year-old. And I think that's why a lot of people think that it's considered gross. I think it's gross, whether you want my opinion or not. That ties into it because of that,
Okay,
the morality standpoint.
you keep saying there's a mental gap between the two and how it's gross. What makes the gap that makes it gross? That's what I'm
A
asking.
mental and morality. I literally just told you.
What specifically is what I'm asking you? We're
That's
getting
what
down to
specifically
atoms at
makes
this
it
point.
gross to me,
What?
but to other people too. But I can't walk out of here and be like, factually, this is gross because I said so. That's not what I'm saying.
But you're painting it as fact by coming in here and spouting it out.
I came in here and I literally said it in the chat that I was going to give my personal experiences and then lop on some personal opinion.
And then you started calling them a predator and then walking that back and then calling them weird and then walking that back. Like I don't understand what
I'm
we're
walking it back
trying to
because
get
I'm
at
being
the
handed
core.
questions that are making it to where I have to walk back and retrace my steps and then reform it in a way that people can see where I'm coming from and talking about.
Right,
Call that
right.
backtracking, but that's needed in
So
order to actually get the point across. Because
right.
if I
So
repeat myself, then we're going in circles.
we're giving you the forethought that you should have had before coming in here and talking about this.
Well, I came in here knowing that nobody was going to fucking be like, oh, she's a pedophile. Rah. I came in here knowing that. I betted on that because I've seen this chat and I know. You got the chat's literally purely in here to hear the opinions of people and then flame people, which I'm not mad about
I
because
don't
I
think
want
that's the reason why everyone's in here. The main reason why they're in here right now is because allegations are being pushed, and from what I've seen, aren't very substantial. People are claiming this person's a pedophile, and I just don't think
Okay,
that's
well,
true.
I haven't agreed with the pedophile opinion, and I took back the tweets that I made
Right,
about
I'm
it. And
just
I am,
telling you
and
what
I'm,
they're coming
yeah.
in here for.
Okay, well, they're not. I didn't
Alright.
come in here to give the pedophile statement, so if that's what they wanted,
So,
they should
okay,
probably wait for somebody else.
we're going in circles at this point. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to another point. So, using sexual trauma for an advantage. What do you mean by that?
What do I mean by that?
Yep.
Am I allowed to put it in a metaphorical way that that uses examples? Because otherwise,
No. If you're gonna claim that on a live stream, people should be able to ask you for proof or evidence, or else that is a moot point, and you're just using that for whatever reason.
odd. But okay. Odd in
How's
the
that
way that
odd?
see, this is what I mean by you ask questions about everything and then I have to pile up on 20 questions over here. I personally think it's odd because there are people that have come on here and the other stream as well that gave their personal opinions. And so
Personal
I feel
opinions, not evidence.
I didn't come in here saying I was going to give evidence. I came in here saying I was going to give personal opinions. So to answer your question, all right, this ties back to the whole fucking drama bond thing. Hold on, where's this fucking thread? Are we not relying on that?
I wouldn't rely on it. I'd rely on your
Okay.
current knowledge of it.
My current knowledge from all of the videos that have been made, all of the things that she has said, the personal and physical calls that I've had with her, the oh my god, I'm actually having a fucking brain moment. You broke my brain in a good way. I'm not mad about it. I'm also at a lack of words. I love this for me. Okay, from the videos that I've seen, from whether it be relevant or not, all right, but this is a reoccurring pattern of hers. Again, this ties back into trauma bonding because that's what that's how she does this with people is the whole having sexual issues or trauma or something like that. She bonds better with people that have that, which makes them, I feel like, or in most cases that I've seen and witnessed firsthand, makes them more likely to have either altercations with her or have relationships with her that turn out to be toxic and abusive from both ends. I'm not purposely I should have explained that, but I'm not purposely trying to paint her out as a piece of shit because I feel like from the point of view of just everything, I'm definitely gonna come off as a piece of shit, and it's I'm willing to hand her an apology for that, for coming on here and not being able to fully explain what I wanted to explain just from lack of preparation and my own ignorance. That's something that I am willing to do. Um, where was I going? Help.
Okay. So you pretty much explained it. So you said, let me clear this up.
Do you do this
said
professionally?
no, I don't.
Oh, you
You
should.
said that you're not using this as an allegation, just what you've seen. You realize that is an allegation, right?
And it's on a public platform.
Yeah, exactly. It's on a public platform as
Okay.
well.
Allegation or not, I still think that if she has a public platform, that she should at least be monitored. Monitored not in the fucking way that they do it in the little servers that they have, where they know everything that she tweets, but just in a way where she has people looking out for her, making sure that she's not tweeting and doing heinous shit.
Wait. Monitoring her for what?
Monitoring is not the correct word, but to, in hindsight, look out for her to make sure that she does not get herself in these situations anymore.
So
Okay, she said
monitoring them
in her
for
own words that she made
actions that
bad
you
decisions.
hold on. Moderating them for what you deem as weird? I mean, I could call you weird right now. Should people start monitoring you?
Probably, honestly,
No, stop being coy. I'm asking you genuinely.
Okay.
Should people start monitoring you because I find you a bit weird or odd?
Well, it's a different situation because I haven't doxed anyone. I don't have doxing tendencies. I don't have the
Is
tendency
there
to.
hold on, Ace? Is there proof? I want this from a neutral party. Is there proof of them doxing somebody?
What, Lumi?
Yes.
Oh yeah, dude, they've literally admitted and apologized
Okay.
for it.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
is that's concrete.
Yeah. No, I'm bringing it up in the standpoint that I know that she's apologized for it, but what if she does it again? Because she'll apologize for things and then continue to do them over and over again.
So then, should we monitor you for coming on a public platform and levying accusations that you can't back up,
I mean,
just in case you go out and do it again?
I'm not gonna do it again unless I'm invited to, and I come with concrete proof. This is a learning experience for
why?
me, and I
Hold
think
on,
it's a
hold on.
learning experience for everyone.
That
But
wasn't
no,
the question.
By that logic, should like we believe you in any way?
I personally think that you should look into believing me, or at least researching what I am telling you. But if you don't believe me, you don't believe me. That's literally a choice to be made. It's not something that I can tell you to believe me or not. You realize that, right? Like that's a thing that you have to make an active cognitive choice. Like how I came on here and made the active cognitive choice to come on here and be an absolute
So
fucking
then,
idiot.
with that mistake in mind, why would you of all people be the person levying this stuff against somebody, knowing you're not a perfect person or somebody who has made uh possibly like I wouldn't say worse, but similar mistakes to what they're doing, not necessarily on the same
Oh
level.
yeah.
I don't necessarily see it like that, but like just levying accusations that you can't back up. That's pretty. It's career destroying.
Is there a career to be destroyed? Really, I'm just asking. Like, I'm not doing
That
this
does hold
like
on, hold on, hold
maliciously,
on.
but
That
like,
does not matter. That does not matter if there's a career to be destroyed. You can't just so that's like me going, let's say you did something, like let's say somebody exposed your nudes and it was career destroying. Now, if I make a false accusation of you talking to minors, does that remove all connotation because your career is destroyed?
my career would be destroyed before you even made that accusation, but based off the opinions
That
and facts
doesn't
that other people are
matter
going to
though.
make off of the news. I'm not saying that her career should be destroyed. I'm just saying that she kind of did it too. Okay. Oh my god. Whenever she acted out and did all of these things to those people, she had already set in stone that she was going to have an internet made path that was going to be full of negativity. And then when she continued to reoccur on those things, she continued to set in stone a internet footprint that was going to follow her until she continued to do better.
I want you to realize what you just said. You said because somebody had one negative thing happen to them, any other negative thing shouldn't be questioned because they already have something bad on their plate.
That is not what I meant. But if you want to take it that way, you can, but I'm going to correct you. I'm not.
Case, was it taken that way? Like, am I just taking that in a weird way, or is that not what he just said?
It kind of did come off that way a little bit, but I don't know if that's what they intended to mean.
That is not what I intended. No.
Okay.
See, I'm going to bring up an example, and it's going to tie back into it. So if it can, don't consider this off topic, right? I don't know if you guys were there for it, but someone made those fucking AI nudes of fucking Taylor Swift, right? And
Right.
that negatively, impacted her career because people were going to make the assumptions that oh, she's a whore, she's selling out her nudes, or people are just going to make opinions based off of something they see on the internet. The internet
So,
is full of opinions.
Sin, let me ask you a question. You said they have no career, they have no future in here.
Okay.
So,
I didn't say they had no future career. I said whatever career and future they had at the time for their commentary channel and for commissions, based off the fact that they've scammed people and traced with proof, and I'm pretty sure they've admitted it, but if not, there's proof. They've kind of built that path, and it is redeemable and recoverable. I'm not saying that she's not a redeemable person. I'm saying that I think people, not negative people, but like people like you, who are her friends, the people that are, should actually look out for her and not exploit her like other people have, and look out for her to make sure that she doesn't fucking repeat the same shit over and over again. Because the
okay, but
only
what
reason,
are hold on,
That's
hold on.
like
What are
literally the
what are
only reason why I'm.
hold on.
Okay,
Hold
sorry.
on. Shut up,
No.
please.
What is this crap?
Sorry, Chris.
Can you
Web-
get
Web,
this
just
guy out of
mute.
here? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Web, just mute. All right.
Thank you. Okay.
Oh, I thought you guys were talking about me, and I was like, I'll just leave.
No, it's that Web.
Okay.
Web is a friend
So
of mine.
hold on. Shut up, everybody. Just shut up, please.
Just give me context. Damn.
So you said that there was a power imbalance and that they need to be monitored, but you just said that they have no career. So what are they going to be monitored?
Okay,
You're not making sense at all.
The power imbalance was in reference to when they did have a platform and they could use that above people. Because like
But what are they
anyone,
being monitored for if they don't have a platform anymore?
okay, social media platform wise, they have Twitter, but everyone on Twitter, not everyone, but a majority of the people or the communities that they continue to crawl back to, like the VTuber community, commentary community, already know of everything that she's done, and they're gonna hold it above her head, because that's just what people do. Um, but when it comes to like actually trying to make like a platform that is positive, it's going to be incredibly fucking hard given everything that she's done. That's my point. I'm not saying that she can't recover from it. I'm not saying that she doesn't have the chance to not build a better platform. She does. She just actively has to put in the work to not put herself in situations or get into situations like this. So potentially, right? Like I've said that she has the tendency to bond with people like me or other people that have sexual trauma or internet trauma because, you know, they've survived a similar thing. But people like that tend to be really shitty fucking people. I'm not saying everyone, but from my own personal experience and from seeing how a majority of these situations with her turn out, she befriends people that have ulterior motives. And
Okay,
so I'm
so
not
you're making
saying,
a very heavy allegation with zero proof. I don't know why you keep saying all this stuff that you can't back up.
okay, what
You are
allegation am I making here besides stating the fact
that
that
they
things
are
that have already been put out?
what you just said, that they are trauma bonding,
They've literally
that they are
admitted to trauma bonding
intentionally
to me before.
manipulating people.
Right, but
You have zero, like, you've shown us zero evidence to prove anything or to back that up.
Oh, sorry. Let me just like, you know, pull
And
something. Like, I'm not
hold
gonna
on,
fake DMs or
one more
anything because that's
thing.
crazy.
One
Go
more
ahead.
thing.
Go ahead.
Who are you to diagnose a social situation where people are bonding over trauma? I don't think you are the right person to determine people's relationships.
I mean, it's not my position to walk in there and be like, oh my God, but there is
But
a
you
term
are.
for a reason. There's a term for a reason. That's what we call it.
Wait. But you just said it's not your place, but you literally just did what you said is not your place.
What I mean by it's not my place is I'm not going to actively go into Lumi's fucking DMs or interface like all the other people do and be like, ooh, you're friends with this person, you're friends with this person, you know, for this reason or for that reason. That's what I mean. I'm allowed to have
Then
an
why are
opinion
you
on it
speaking
because
on
I've had a
behalf of them?
I'm speaking on behalf of myself and people that I know have given me permission to fucking talk about it, or people that have openly talked about it beforehand.
And we're supposed to believe you with
I
no
never came in here saying you
evidence?
had to believe me. I said I was going to come in here and give my personal experiences.
But this is making an allegation. You keep framing it as like, I'm coming in here giving my personal experiences. You are coming on a public platform and saying for a fact that these people did these certain actions.
Yes.
So you
The
are
actions
making
that
an
I have mentioned,
allegation.
the
You are
allegations
making
that
an
I have made are
allegation.
already proven. Besides the, you know, the
Proven
only
where?
allegation, Chris, I'm going to like, okay. Sorry, I got a little autistic there because I just, the allegations that I have made, all right, that you haven't disproven. Okay, so the predatory thing's off the table. I'm a fucking idiot for that, and I'll take the fat fucking L for that because
Alright.
I see your perspective on that, given how you guys view it differently, and it gives me a different perspective to look at. Okay, that, you know, I already said I'd apologize for it off the table. But my other perspective that I have given is things that she's already mentioned, things that are in videos, things that are in threads that are literally concrete proof that are in there that you can go and find if you looked it up.
Sure.
You can bring her
So-
in here and she'll
so,
probably tell
hold
you
on.
that she has, in
Sure,
fact,
sure.
bonded with people over things.
Okay, sure.
And it's toxic
Let
in
me
both ways.
ask
Not
you,
just
let
her
me
way,
ask
but
you
both
another
ways.
question. Let me ask you another question. Manipulative trauma bonding. How is it trauma bonding? That is a heavy thing to insinuate with no proof.
I mean, someone in the chat basically said that it's venting, and in a way, venting is one of the steps
No,
of
no,
trauma
no, no,
bonding.
no. I'm asking how in that
That's
certain
not what
situation
he
is trauma
asked.
bonding.
I'm trying to get to the point of answering this question, but it's really hard when, like, every time I say something, I, like, have to repeat myself.
Yeah, Chris, at least try to let him finish this one.
Sure, go ahead.
Like, you can disagree with me, you know, your chat can fucking flame me and call me an idiot, I don't give a fuck. Like, you know, I came in here, like I said, to get different perspectives and to also, you know, again, poorly
Hey,
acted upon.
cut all that. Answer the question, please.
Chris. I get it, but Chris.
Yeah, Chris has an agenda. Okay. Can you fucking repeat your question then?
Sure.
I have to, I feel like I have to reiterate.
Hold on,
Sorry.
come on. Manipulative trauma bonding. How is it trauma bonding? That is a heavy thing to insinuate with no proof.
A heavy thing to insinuate with no proof.
Yes. That is what he said.
You are determining something based off of stuff in the background that's not publicly available. Who's to say you don't have an agenda and are framing it in a certain light? You can claim that you don't have an agenda, but we're just going off of your word.
Okay.
So then you can't go on a public platform and make this allegation.
I'm gonna bring this up again, and everyone's gonna roll their eyes. Okay. Trauma bonding is toxic in both ways. Okay. Her relationship with Matt was trauma bonded. Anyone that fucking sees that and reads into it knows that. Because there are certain signs, and it's not I guess in some cases people are not going to go like by the book definition because not everyone is the same. But she has admitted to trauma bonding with people in the past, and from my personal experience, I have no doubt that she trauma bonded with me because we've both been sexually assaulted and had horrible situations and stuff like that. And it's not it's toxic in the way that I could manipulate her because she's been assaulted, or she could manipulate me because we've shared the same experience and we know how it feels even if we handle it differently. That's why trauma bonding is scary and it can be toxic, which is why I think that she should be careful when befriending people, because she unknowingly could trauma bond with people for having similar experiences, whether they have borderline like me and her do, or something else, or she like
Sorry, this is
it's toxic
assumption.
both
Can we
ways.
get onto the facts, please? Or what you're claiming is facts?
Everything I'm going to say is going to come off as an assumption because I can't pull out screenshots that I don't
Okay,
have
then
because I
why
didn't take
are
them in the
you
moment.
making this? Why are you
Because
making
it's
this
literally
allegation?
it's something she's admitted. It's something that's in videos. It's literally there.
Okay, they're admitting
And
to
I'm not saying
something.
I'm not
Wait,
saying that she is a criminal for it.
So, sorry, Chris. I'm gonna ask the same thing. If you're like saying that she admitted to this, we would love to see the screenshots. And like, I'm trying to keep my composure because I get really angry a lot. But if you
Yeah.
came in with no screenshots, how the fuck do you expect us to believe you?
Well, I don't see anyone else coming here with screenshots. So I'm just saying. So I didn't know that it was like a pure basis
Well, yeah,
screenshot.
but
Yeah,
you've
but
been
they-
alleging more than most people.
wait.
so-
Hold on. We are
To be fair, I
asking for
wasn't here for the whole.
screenshots to prove your claims. We have not taken anybody else's word as fact.
Yeah, like okay,
We
so
have asked for screenshots.
sum
You're
it up,
framing
right?
it like we're just taking
Okay.
people's word on it.
to sum it
We
up
are
too,
asking
right?
for screenshots.
To sum it up too, right? The last two people that came on here was only Lumi and the person that mainly led the allegations against Lumi. So I guess that would be Gabby. And they didn't
It's
make any like allegations against each other or anything.
well, I'm coming in here relatively peaceful about it. At least I hope so. I honestly, I had no malicious intent when I came in here. Like I said, I was gonna come in here and
Wait.
get personal experience.
Hold on.
Now you're gonna clock me on the fucking malicious intent thing, and then we're gonna go in circles. Yes, come on.
What do you mean? How was what you're doing not malicious? It seems like dogpiling, if anything, because you've not brought anything substantial to the table just yet.
Well, it's not my intention to dogpile because I've said positive things, have I not?
Then what was your intention of coming in here and levying accusations?
I didn't levy the pedophile accusation. First
You
of all,
levied
that was
accusations regardless.
I know you did walk it back, but you did levy the fact that she did predatory behavior. So I guess
based. Okay.
Oh, okay, bro, come on.
No. Oh my god.
Come
I was gonna
on.
let you finish.
No. I mean like you said base. Come on.
Well, I said based on response to something else, but let me give my full timeline. Not like a yap timeline, but just like a fucking like the whole purpose of why I came in here. Okay. And we're gonna do this, and I expect to be no interruptions. And please, for the love of God, stop giving me the fucking 2-answer questions where I'm like, then why'd you do this and why are you looking for that? Okay, because you're gonna get the same response every time because I'm not expecting to have the full blown like FBI level questions. Okay, I came in here and gave personal experience because I'm not sure if you guys know a whole lot about Luna. I don't know if she talks about it. I don't know what you guys do. I hope that she's been open about all of the friendships that she's had and the things that she's said and done. Probably, I'd say that she probably has been. Um, you know, and like if I honest to God wanted her to be in jail or something fucking absolutely ridiculous, like which I don't, okay, but I would be doing a lot more to actively ensure that. Okay, I already apologized for making the senseless joke that she was a pedophile and hopping on that dog pile. And I already offered to give her an apology if she wanted it. I don't owe you guys an apology for that accusation because it's not towards you. Now, I probably do owe you an apology for being ignorant and not being overly cooperative and understanding. And that is one that I am willing to give and understand.
I think you owe Ace an apology for levying false accusations on his stream.
And I'm fine with that. I will get to that in a second.
So then hold on. If by this logic, right, you've come on here and made several false allegations and then walked them back, why should we take anything that you say as truth whatsoever?
Okay. First
Why
of
should
all,
we take
look,
your opinion seriously?
my personal experiences are shared with other people. There's videos on them. I'm not saying that she should be lynched for it. I'm not saying that she should be hung for it or anything. I'm literally came on here to basically state that, and we've gotten to this point. It should have been my opener. Okay,
You are a
but
pretty bad person to have come on and speak on behalf of a few people because you have fumbled so many times and made so many false accusations. It is insane that you are coming on here and trying to speak for these people.
I didn't come on here to speak to anyone else but you guys. Now, I could have waited until you guys were private. Honest to God, I literally, like, now that I see it, I should have waited until this was private because it's not something that I wanted to be blasted around. Again, I didn't even contribute anything negative to the thread besides fucking literally calling her the things that she is. You know, the things that she has done.
I mean,
You know,
you did walk
she's
it back, but earlier you did say that they were a pedophile. Okay, come on.
okay,
And I want to make
I
it
walked
clear.
it back.
Hold on. I want to make it clear. You are on a public stream right now being confronted by this. You cannot go on Twitter like later on and be like, "Oh, I was pressured." No, you came to
I'm
these
not gonna,
conclusions
because I
yourself.
wasn't pressured.
Okay,
I was
okay,
educated.
okay,
I was
let him
educated.
finish.
Sure,
Sorry,
sure. Go ahead.
sorry. Wait,
Okay, I'm serve muting him until you finish.
Oh my fucking
No, I'm
God.
just saying. No. All I was saying was like he cannot walk back these claims because he wants to look better to some people. I had that happen with somebody the other day.
But they came on here and
You
apologized for it, to be clear.
you are making claims right now and you are apologizing, but that still doesn't forgive the fact that you've come on a public space that somebody has granted you access to make these false allegations and make what you think not even what you think. You just came on here to like dogpile for no reason. That's what it seems like. And you every time I ask you a question, it's always dancing around the question like this is how people see or this is what people think. I'm asking you where your proof lies and where we're supposed to believe you. We're not asking you to talk on other people's behalfs. We're asking you where's the proof that this shit happened to you? Or if you have proof for other
I'm
people, great.
oh sorry, Chris.
Show it. Good.
I'm gonna unmute you, Sin, and I'm gonna leave you unmuted. But if you interrupt Chris again, I am gonna disconnect you.
Okay, calm down.
Sorry,
Oh,
I'm
no.
trying.
No, you're fine. I didn't mean to interrupt him. Like the audio on my end, like when people pause, like how I just did, it makes me think that they're done. So that's a me issue, and I'm sorry. I didn't purposely mean to talk over him. Just wanted to get that out there.
Okay. Great.
And
Great.
I'm
Great
not
point. Okay, sorry. Go ahead. Go.
so sorry. I'm sorry. No, I understand that people are going to see me as a shitty person for this, and you know that this was a learning experience for me, and it shouldn't have had to been a learning experience had I come in here educated with proof. But the things that I have mentioned, the behavior that has been repetitive has been talked about before, but it's been repeated. Now, the thing I do apologize for is not coming more prepared and at least like I gave an opinion on a situation regarding an age gap that I felt uncomfortable with, and that is something I acknowledge. And looking back on it, again, a quick realization that I'm good. But that wasn't my main focus. Mostly it was just like the other behaviors that she had. But I do notice that you guys aren't talking about old behaviors, but talking about the recent accusations with the whole pedophilia thing. I don't think she's a pedophilia, and I proudly take this back walk because I was educated in the process of how I was approaching things. If I'm seen as a bad person, you know, I'm not proud of it, but it's not something I'm going to hide from. This was an educational experience for me, and I can see multiple perspectives.
I expect better from somebody who claims to be studying in psychology. I don't know.
I mean,
You claim to be studying in psychology, but you don't understand simple terms. So I have no reason to believe you whatsoever. I think you wanted to come on here and seem somewhat intelligent, like
I mean,
that
I can
you
literally send you like a photo. Sorry.
no, you're good.
No, you can give me.
But
It's fine. I deserve it.
I have no reason to believe that you are coming on here without any intentions to like try to dogpile on this person.
I mean,
You
it's
you
gonna
have
seem.
so I have everything written down here on a text document of like the stuff that you've claimed, and all of it is just stuff that you've given no evidence for. There's nothing here that anybody can work with without screenshots or proof. I don't know what you want us to do with this information. I don't know what you want anybody to do with this information. Anybody who takes this information seriously is most likely just joining in on a narrative so they can dogpile on somebody who has an unfortunate set of circumstances at them right now.
Okay, just to ask, like, not. I mean, Waybird, are you done? I don't want to interrupt you because I don't want to piss the other guy off. I'm so sorry.
Hold on. Let
More
me
than I already have.
reread. Let me reread over this to make sure I've asked all my questions. Okay. You said that Lumi was abusive to an unnamed friend. That is a very heavy allegation to make with no evidence.
Do you want me to give the name? Because I can give the name
No,
of
no,
the
no, no,
person.
no, 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 no. Okay.
You just hold on. You just said that you didn't want to give their name. Why are you just now bringing up their name?
Not even just that.
Well, now that I think about it, all right. Because I thought about it from a Twitter standpoint. She doesn't use Twitter, but she has been brought up multiple times in the past as a past friend that's already made an exposing video on here. And literally, like when most people were originally talking about a lot of the things that she had done, she had been brought up in passing.
Okay.
But the only reason why I didn't think really too hard on it was because I was like, I'm not sure how keen she'd be on me mentioning her old username. She doesn't go by that name anymore, but I didn't mention it out of respect, so I don't know if I'm going to mention it, but it is out there.
Right, but
And
you're making such a serious allegation with no evidence. Why?
the evidence is out there. I literally am like, you could literally look it up. It's in the videos that have been made. I'm not saying
Of that
yes.
particular person?
Then can I say something afterwards for the love of God? Sorry.
Okay, yes. If the evidence is out there, why didn't you use your brain and collect it so this hasn't had to go on for so long? Because like I'm being patient now because before I admit I was losing my shit, but like I could short days anyway. You should have came on here with the evidence. We've said that several times, but it feels like you're not clocking it. If the evidence is out there, you should have brought it so we don't have to fucking do this whole like yap fest. All right, I'm gonna let you speak now, and then let Chris
hold on.
speak after.
One more thing.
Fuck
one
you,
more
Chris.
thing. One more thing. You are telling us the evidence is out there, but you have lied multiple times on stream. Why are we supposed to believe what you say?
What have I lied
You
about?
are coming on here. You've made false allegations.
The only false allegation that I made was in distasteful, and it's something I have mentioned. The predator
called
thing,
them
I
predatory.
misused the word, and I jumped on a momentary dog pile, which I took back and openly admitted. All right.
Okay,
That's
so
the
you
only
admit this
false
whole thing
allegation
is a
I have
dog
made.
pile.
That me jumping on the pedophile thing, okay, given me from someone who lives in the United States, who has literally seen firsthand cases of people that are, you know, like a 21-year-old dating like a 17-year-old or a 15-year-old. That here is seen as predatory and pedophilia, just like on command. Okay, given the proof that I was given, which the person admits was poorly like made and construed. Okay, that also falls on me for listening and going along with it. And again, that is something that I admitted. It doesn't make me any less of an asshole for doing that. All right. Okay. Getting that out there. And, like I said, I will apologize to, is it Ace? Sorry. I'm having a moment. I'll apologize to the person that obviously owns the stream for not being more straightforward with what I was meaning to say when I came on here, and for
Yeah.
the Yap Fest for everyone, because, you guys have better shit to be doing. But,
Get them out of here. We don't need more people.
But also, to
Oh, it's no,
Lou
never mind.
for, like not unknowingly, but not looking into that more. But the allegations that I have made about the mental abuse and stuff is not something that I would lie about. That's my own personal experience, and you don't have to take my word for it. So that's just an allegation that's just going to be up in the air because I don't have any screenshots of it because I almost always was in a call with her. So that
then,
one I shouldn't have even brought up because
hold on.
I'm not done yet.
No.
Oh, God, okay. Go
Okay,
ahead.
you go first, Chris.
No.
I wasn't done
You
yet.
can go first. He was speaking.
Okay.
Like I've done my best to not interrupt again. The whole audio thing. You can laugh at that, yes, because the audio thing cuts out on my end. So I apologize for that. And the things that I have mentioned, the behaviors that she repeats of the tracing and the scamming and just straight up like harassing people and shit. Whether it's warranted or not because other people harass her, it's still behavior that she feeds into, and that's like it was on her Twitter. It's in the I don't know if it was in the threads, but I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it. If you haven't already, her like being toxic back to people and stuff like that. And all of those are allegations that are literally like don't need to be disproven because those are behaviors that she repeats. And I
Okay.
brought them up for the purpose that you guys, as her friends, are people that are, trying to ensure that nobody, again, like me or anyone else, makes a stupid decision to come in here either unprepared or, you know, um, what is it? Without the full proper context or knowledge, doesn't make the same mistakes. But I also don't want her making the same mistakes so that these kinds of situations don't fucking happen. Because had she not, well, I guess it's not fully her fault for being in contact with that person. I can hear you seething. Let me finish. I'm so sorry. Um, you know, had she, well, I can't say had she because it's gonna come off as victim blaming, and she is a victim in this circumstance with that person. Um, but to more or less just be careful about the people that she fucking surrounds herself with, because every single piece of drama that she's gotten herself in with, whether it be with me or someone else or anyone, has been because of shit like this.
Sin, hold on. I just saw somebody in chat allege that you groomed a 13-year-old, but they said that they couldn't provide evidence. Should I believe them?
I don't know. They want to give me the 13-year-old's name.
They said they don't have like any evidence,
Okay, dude.
but I should just believe them.
I mean, that's what the internet does nowadays. But no, see,
That's what
now
you're
I see
doing.
the.
Hold on,
I,
hold on. The
I see
irony
the
here
point
is
you're
you don't
making.
realize what
Okay,
you
let
just fucking
Chris
did.
speak. Holy fuck.
No. This was a response thing. Hold on. It's okay if he like interrupts me. I don't give a fuck. But you don't understand the irony of what you just did.
I
You
do.
just
That's
said
why I
that's the
responded
internet
that way.
nowadays.
Oh my, fuck me, dude.
Why am I being yelled at when he interrupts me all the time?
Yeah, okay.
Because you're not making sense. You're coming on a public platform and you're alleging shit, but not giving any proof. Like, what are we supposed to go off of? Why are you here? Why the fuck are you here?
I came in here and gave my personal experiences. Okay, I've said this many times, and the personal experiences that are shared with other people that have also spoken up about it that are on the
With
internet.
no evidence, you're alleging something with no fucking evidence. What?
Okay.
The
Look.
If you know so much about Lumi, the evidence is already in all these videos. So if you're speaking up about someone that you know so much about, you should already know that.
So hold on.
Pause. Okay. We have
Okay,
been.
now it just seems like you're dogpiling on me,
No.
right?
No. Pause.
What, you gonna cry?
Chris, stop. Look, we have clearly been looping on the same fucking thing and not going anywhere, okay? Yes, they came onto a stream without evidence for the accusations. We have cemented that for a while. Yes, their responses, the evidence is out there, but they didn't bring it because they weren't prepared. Yes, I get that. That is reckless. That is stupid. They've walked back a lot of claims, okay? I'm almost done to just I'm almost ready just to end it right here. We've been on this for over an hour. Okay. There's nothing new that we're getting from this. We are simply just going to keep looping over and over again. All right, like I'm done, bro. I'm literally done. Okay. I will unmute both. Okay, you're both unmuted. Okay.
I think it should be final statement time.
Yeah, final statement
I think-
time. Starting with
Sin, go ahead.
Yeah, starting with Sin.
Okay. Sorry. I didn't think about it. Okay, first of all, at least with you guys, okay, I am sorry for coming on here unprepared, especially for you, Ace, because I know that now with the intention of doing this, you made this stream to give out information that was true, okay? Whether it be, things to hold her accountable for things she's said and done and admitted, whatever, or to at least provide light and give victims a voice. And I appreciate that. And I'm incredibly sorry for not coming in here with proof, personally, just because, and in hindsight, I see how it's fucked up, all right? And I wholeheartedly say this with my chest, okay, that I did not come on here with the intention for it to come out this way, but it did come out this way, and there was a lot of backtracking, and a lot of the, claims that I have made, the ones that do have evidence are on the internet, but I didn't bring it with me, so it can't count as an active, claim unless I bring it. So I see that now. I can't just walk up to a court case with no evidence and be like, oh, it's on the internet. It's stupid. I see it. All right.
Right.
And I am Chris. I am sorry for interrupting you again. I don't mean to, and I hope I haven't come off as hostile or anything. And if I have, I'm sorry. I, honest to God, cannot tell tones of myself or the people. So, if I have sounded rude or disrespectful in any other way besides just being a dumbass, I do apologize for that. And I hope, at least, even if you are friends with Lumi, I at least hope there is no hard feelings. And if there is, there is. But I don't have any hard feelings against you guys, and I am very grateful that you guys have taken the time to put me in my place and educate me, because now I can see things in a better light.
All right.
And obviously, if Lumi wants an apology for the fact that I hopped on a dog pile, that was, I was given poor evidence for, and that I wasn't properly looking into, then gladly, and I will, shut the fuck up, and whatever she does from now on is, on her, because I think, as someone who's witnessed this since for like 4 years, in a way, it is just time consuming, and I do think it's like, in a way, like, obviously, if she does dox someone again or something like that that is illegal, I do think, she should obviously be held accountable, but not in like a dog piling mean way, but just in a way that's like, hey, like, people that are looking out for her, like you guys.
Right.
And even though that a lot of my claims have been kind of like,
Chris,
I know,
calm
I'm
down,
sorry, I'm
calm
hurrying,
down.
I'm hurrying. Even though that a lot of my claims have been like absolutely fucking like fumbled and dog shitty, I at least hope you can believe me when I say that like I do actually mean well, at least with you guys, and going forward with her at least. And I am sorry to all the people that have heard me yap for the past too long. I hope at least you can get some sort of sentiment out of it for making fun of me. At least it helps you cope. That is all.
Okay. So I don't think anybody should take this guy seriously at all. It's very clear that he came on here just to get some sort of like attention or whatever. I don't fucking know. Or to join the dog pile. There's absolutely no reason you should have came on here with this bullshit. And it's very clear by the fact that you sound like every 5 seconds you're gonna cry that you are extremely unsure with what you are saying. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yo, son,
I sound like
Amos,
that
I
because I'm
fucking
sick.
swear to God, bro.
you just got
I'm not-
fucking raped. Holy shit.
Amos,
Okay,
I
Amos.
did, yeah.
Amos, give us a second. Amos, give us a second, please.
Oh my.
This is why I said I didn't want Chris in here. I knew he was gonna flame me. I couldn't handle it. But no, I sound like I'm gonna cry because I'm sick. Like my throat's completely.
Okay, who kicked him? Who kicked him?
Fucking glad that's over.
Okay, who kicked
I'm
him?
kicking this motherfucker.
Not from the server. Okay, don't do that. We'll deal with that later. Okay.
Jesus.
So, apparently, this has been going on for 2 hours. Okay, so Chris, I don't know if you were watching earlier, but we literally got
No.
Lumi on, and I've asked Lumi some stuff. All right, I've told him my
you couldn't
critic.
get me on with Lumi, dude.
No, because I didn't want to like deal with any past stuff. Like I've already like said criticize is there, all right. But like then I had the person who led the documents on, right? Like led the allegations, who you had on your
God's
stream.
green earth. How on God's green earth were you fucking patient this long? I almost lost it there.
Dude, honestly,
How?
I'm just low key a chill guy who doesn't give a fuck. All right.
Fucking shut the fuck up. No, you weren't. I'm actually surprised you didn't scream like that. Fuck off.
As if I didn't just like fucking get mad at both Chris and Sin earlier, bro.
No. I fuck with Chris. Chris was better than this. Yes.
Wait.
Fuck off.
And then we got like, oh, thanks for the 2, Vicky. I'm not gonna read it though, lol. Haha. But dude, fucking. Okay, so when I started the stream, guys, I swear to God, I did not know beforehand I was gonna get Lumi, the one who led the allegations, and this person on. Okay, I had no clue. And Chris, your soundboard is muted, lol. But like, I had no clue that this was gonna happen. This was a total accident and convenient steps on the way that kind of like opened up my eyes a little bit to some stuff. All right, I think Lumi, right, from what I'm seeing, it kind of comes off to me that Lumi is not predatory, not a pedophile, not a groomer, right? And honestly, it's crazy because like they all conceded on it. All right. It's fine. We're good now, I guess. That's been cleared. Holy fucking shit, dude. Fuck me, bro.
I actually know who Sin actually is. Like, because they mentioned about how being afraid. I won't release it here.
Leak it now.
No,
Okay,
don't.
I'll leak it in DMs because I don't want Ace to bully me because he'll teleport to my house and beat the shit out of me.
Okay.
He's done it before.
Okay. So what we're gonna do, since chat's complaining that I'm on this topic, it's been 2 hours. I do plan to move to the Birdie thing. Okay. Look, you cannot expect. I'm just processing all that, right? I'm retaining the information. All right. 2 hours is a lot to take in. Okay. Yeah. This is like the after game. Okay. Just
The after game. The after game after an entire hour of you fucking yapping. And
I love rape.
that shit.
Okay, and that's enough of Chris. Yeah, Chris's time has ended. Okay.
My bleed. Send help. My therapist fucked me over.
Sorry, I'm laughing. This is a laugh of like borderline fucking psychosis. This has been going on for so long.
Dude, literally fucking like, and this is like in my server, so it's public. Lumi has literally made this art while we were doing this, bro. It's over. That's how long we've been going, dude. They got enough time to sketch this shit, bro. Fuck me.
Where am I? I don't see myself. Am I the ace too?
No. You're my.
I got the profile.
Is my banner.
I got the profile pic, so I'm supposed to be you. I got the profile pic.
Why are you wearing a skirt, Ari?
Because I like men.
Ooh.
I'm also non-binary.
Disavowal.
Shut the fuck up, Ace. At least
I'm virus got me. Oh, God forbid.
Okay.
Gary.
What I'm gonna
Dude,
do.
I support you, bro.
Right.
I support you.
All right.
Thank you, Vellum.
What I'll do now. All right. I think people are done. Vellum, for the time being, I'm gonna disconnect you so I can get another viewer.
Why?
And
Because fuck you. That's why.
Okay. Now we're gonna. All right, chat. All right. Thank you for sitting through that. I appreciate all of you. We are now gonna be moving on to the Birdie topic. Fucking hell. Fuck.
I don't think anything's gonna top what the fuck just happened for the past 2 hours.
No.
Somehow Lumi was more chill than fucking Sin.
I don't know how to. Okay. You know what? Total Chris victory. Yeah, Amos. Fuck you. But yeah. So okay. Birdie stuff, guys. So
Let's fucking go.
We got this person from last time that said that this was the same person, just in case any of you forgot. That essentially.
Could you send me this fucking link? I want to go through it too.
I'll send it to you later. But this person, right, made the same allegation from before. Like, this is the same person that made the allegation that Birdie has lied in their like I'm back video about crucial details, and they're about to just drop everything. So naturally, I'm gonna keep eyes on them, okay? Because they said they're gonna be dropping really heavy and crucial stuff. And to be honest, Birdie was like legitimately a stalker back then. Like, that shit was insane. But I call bullshit, Yapper. What the fuck, dude? Oh no, that's not me.
Back. I'm gonna go get a drink.
Okay, have fun. I do hope that Sin learns from this, because this was horrid. Yeah, for the sake of whoever decided to debate. Yeah. Okay, we talk about Cynic. Fuck you, Ant. Fuck you. Yeah, so then we got this tweet right here. There's a lot. A lot has gone over the last night. Hopefully, now the dust can settle. And I can say this. He's not in our state anymore. We kicked him out. I confronted him on so many things, which I'll say in a more formal post. So yeah, I guess like they were talking about like covering Jack's, behavior and shit. So then it led to this. Ignore my voice. I've been sick. Yes, I confronted Jack with my sick voice, and yes, it made it worse. Anyway, Scorp doesn't care and just responds to anything every way. So like let's get a like feel how this person sounds.
I'm back. I have whiskey.
W. Yeah.
Ignore my voice. Oh, I got that. No, it did not.
Yep,
I thought
it's
it
a
did.
cat,
This
bro.
is-
Need it,
what is-
bro. I've lost so many fucking brain cells. I need to numb the pain.
Yeah, and I mean, all right, so like this right here too. This actually proves that they know Jack in real life, so this isn't just some random. So that proves that. So we're good there.
According to Square says she doesn't respond, but she does normal cat stuff. It's just a normal cat.
Unless they have like a scarily accurate cat of like what Birdie's cat looked like. Nah, she's super sick here. Yeah, for real. Please tell me that cat is not with Birdie anymore. Apparently they are. Like, I doubt they're at Cindy's house. Or wait, no, wait. This is, I think, the friend that owns Scorp right now.
Stuff. Oh my god, I'm trying so hard to make sentences. Okay, so yeah, see, she
They're real.
does normal cat stuff, and then there's
Yeah, they sound very sick.
Hi, big man. See, responds.
A lot of cats. All right, give me a wrench later, kitty. It's not. It's not. Oh, where the fuck do you find these motherfuckers, Ace? Dude, these were just people involved. Okay, like I get it. I'm trying to move on, but like, yeah, I don't know. I'm still on it. I'm still on it. But before we go, okay, I want to read this last thing about Birdie. Okay, and this is them responding about speaking out. Yep. They said, yeah, don't worry. I understand. Pretty good questions being asked here. Hopefully my wording makes sense. And they say right here, Yeah, to me as well. I've also wanted to pull the trigger so much, although I've learned so much from the Cindy situation, and I knew it wasn't the right time. Jack was living with my friend, and I didn't know if he could see my posts, so I had to refrain from doing so like too much. It was a mix of worry and waiting. I was waiting for the right time to say anything because I wanted to confront him. Now that I have one, confronted him, and two, he's not here. I don't have to worry about Jack nor my friend. I'll be clear about this because Jack keeps thinking I am. I'm not afraid of him. I'm worried for him. From all the suicide threats he made, I had to walk eggshells around him. Now I don't have to anymore. Let's say move the fuck on. Enough. Real. Yeah. The time is right. So now me and Ara are gonna write a doc and even post a video about the situation. Ooh, they're gonna drop the shit. Hopefully it'll be able to reach Jack's audience so they know who Jack is as a person. Oh my god, we're gonna get the lies, guys. We're gonna get the lies. I'm sorry that
We're gonna get the lines, guys. Grab your fucking notepad.
dude, total
Grab your
Burley
alcohol.
annihilation, dude. I'm sorry that we're not doing it fast enough, but we have to make sure we got our evidence in order. Keep things that need to be private, and make sure that everyone can stay safe, reasonable, and okay. That's why we're now able to say things we want to say. There's also just so much happening, and what's happening, just getting things all together is a bit challenging, especially with college and working the way we're too busy. So again, apologies for being a bit slow. Hopefully now that college is done and finals are almost over, we should be able to focus on it. Although it still might be slow because, God, so much has happened. And I just want a brain break from this too, haha. Anyway, thank you for your patience. I hope everyone that Jack left his victims are able to heal and grow. Dude, we're about to get a fucking banger Birdie video, dude.
We're gonna get exposed, bro. We're gonna get exposed here.
Dude, we can't wait, dude. I'm really damn frustrated with you, man, at her. Oh, beef in the chat. Uh-oh, beef.
Oh, beef in the chat. Oh, wait, is this Gabriel speaking to
Yeah,
her?
Gabby disavows her, bro.
Oh,
It's
yeah, I have
over.
screenshots from Gabriel.
Yeah, it's over. But okay, so that kind of wraps up the Birdie stuff. See, we're hyping, dude. I know that was such a short segment, but like I want to go through it quick because holy shit, that took so long. These motherfuckers and their autobiographies. Yeah, I mean, dude, this is gonna be a total annihilation for Birdie. Something that I just can't wait for. It's gonna be so epic. It's gonna be so cool. I actually really am wondering what Birdie's genuinely lied about, to be honest. So, fucking hell. But yes, that I know that was a short segment. I really did not plan for this other thing to be so long, though. Fuck me. But yeah, I really, really don't believe you don't contact me again. Ooh.
Okay. This is the last thing I'm going to be talking about Lumi stuff because Gabriel has sent me screenshots of their conversation on Twitter with her. I've asked if I could show you them, and if they say yes, I'll show you them.
Uh-oh. Oh boy. Fuck me, dude. It never ends.
It never does end. This drama's fucking crazy. Anyway, Chris is in the waiting room.
No, he's gonna have to sit there. It's over.
So silly.
But yeah, so I know what you guys really came here for. And we all know.
The drama.
No. Specific drama. We are going to be watching Beckett's video.
Oh, is this the Mutahar stuff?
Yeah, we're going to be going over it. And like, I put Nux Taku in the thumbnail because it is kind of about him. Ace. Thought it would be a bit longer. Yeah, to be honest, I mean, I'm just waiting for more stuff. It was going to be longer, but I just kind of like dashed through it. I'm not even going to lie. A little bit of a fast reader for not speaking for like 40 minutes. My apologies. Dude, why are you calling my name in the chat, bro? Ace.
What is he, a fucking dog?
Like Ace? Yeah, like fuck me, dude.
Ace, come here.
Let me in. Fuck you.
Crystal methamphetamine.
Okay. Ready my tag, please. I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna.
Okay, I was sending you the screenshots, Gabriel. Okay, sorry.
The drama
on
that
Nux Taku, because I've been actually looking into this situation.
Oh my
I'll shut the fuck up.
God, dude. Oh no. Check my art tab. Zombie, what the fuck did you draw? Yo, I'm cool in rapping.
Yo, what did they draw?
Why am I next to Drake, dude? What the hell? Can I get a version of this without
that's
Drake?
amazing. That's amazing. I'm high in that.
Dude, can I get a version of this zombie without Drake so I can, like, you know, put it next to my goat Eminem?
Zombie, can you draw me fucking losing my shit?
For real. All right. Now, I've edged you guys long enough. We're gonna be watching the Mutahar video. All right, here we go. Last thing for the night. Here we go.
The most serious I might have made in my entire career on this platform. I'm being blackmailed, ladies and gentlemen. You know, anything that's interesting, I can sort of come over here and look around. I'm not really super active, but, you know, I do come there from time to time. Is that in the grand majority, for clicks and revenue, basic investigative and evidentiary rules aren't met, and law enforcement, in many cases, is not even involved until well after the fact.
It was a quiet night in July when we released a list of names attached to the creator Shadman. Now, if you told me then that the inclusion of Nux Taku on that list would ripple into Mutahar creating one of the worst apologies in YouTube history, I wouldn't have believed you, but here we are. So what I have for you today is a tale of lies, deceit, betrayal, and most importantly, the tangled webs a man will weave when he is in love with a VTuber. Now, as we begin, there is one thing that I do need to commend Mutahar for. His now redacted apology, post-Nux Clarity, provides us ample ability to dissect the claims he is making and show exactly where he has lied and deceived both his audience and the content creators who have treated him as an honest and trustworthy actor for years now. So without further delay, let's begin by identifying what may have caused Mutahar so much
boring. More blood sports, please. You could go back to the first 2 hours of stream, Amos, alright? Fuck off.
Stress that he felt the need to make something he'll continuously and repeatedly ad nauseum refer to as an accountability
We'll talk about Shadman for real.
Resurface video of Oompaville, some ordinary gamers, and Nux Taku watching Loli together on a Discord call. Loli, go in, go!
Yeah. It's going to be one of those apology videos.
And I want to definitely have a talk about it and really explain to you exactly what this is, what it's about, give you my side of the perspective, and again, take accountability where accountability needs to be fucking taken.
Now, this is obviously a noble and upstanding thing to do. Simply from seeing a Reddit post,
you're winning.
Mutahar was ready to sit down, make a video, talk to his community.
You're winning, don't fuck it up.
Except, is that really the full story? Was there any external influences, for example, that might have, I don't know, forced his hand a little bit?
Apparently, some of them even, maybe not neo-Nazis, but some YouTubers even sit around and do reviews of child porn. Drawn child porn. You know, Mutahar should know that. Seemingly, he participated in a review of Lolicon himself.
Now, this would obviously be pretty bad if true, and Mutahar is very aware of that fact. You may say this is a bold claim, but I think his actions speak quite clearly to that. Because what Mutahar does next is shows the thumbnail of a video from a creator known as Nicandros. Now, Nicandros' videos are excellent resources, both on this drama and the wider drama surrounding Nux Taku. But what we need to focus on here is, far from taking accountability, Mutahar selectively chooses what to respond to from Nicandros' research. In particular, Muta chooses to respond only to one of the animes he viewed, not the one that actually contained Lolicon.
But the kind of stuff that he showed us was anime ni summer.
And watching back the actual video
deleting
itself,
your apology
it's
video is
quite
like
clear
really
that
bad
Muta
luck.
is aware of what he is seeing.
Bro, they're fucking exceptionally young.
Like,
Jesus
dude,
Christ.
I'm really sad that Mutahar got cancelled, bro, because I actually used to fucking, like, watch him.
Muta, why'd you say they look exceptionally young, bro? No! Muta, no!
Muta, dude.
How could you?
Dude, I was such a fan of Mutahar, but now I just can't fucking watch his content while thinking, oh, he was mates with Nux Taku.
Dude, bro lost 20 viewers when I left. Chris, I've been gaining viewers since you left. Fuck off.
Even when Mutahar would go on
Chris
to
is
show
holding
some
the
of the
stream
blurred
together.
images within Nicandros'
Yeah,
video,
Chris
the
crying right
framing
now.
here doesn't mention that it's not the same anime that he read the description of earlier on in his apology. And to be clear, while he says he is taking accountability, it is worth noting that his
So,
biggest
Mutahar
defense
and
is,
Nux just
well,
match each
lots
other's
of big
freak.
creators do this sort of thing. We all thought it was fine.
Bum buddies.
Which is interesting, and we will come back to this. These are basically going to be the same defenses he will use later for his associations and blind spots revolving around Mama Max. Now, does this make Mutahar a lolicon? No. He's viewing something that he's handed by somebody else. He's not really thought too hard about it.
Holy fuck,
But
is
we're
that
about to
quiet?
hit maybe one of the
This is just weird
additional
areas.
problems with this
Yeah,
particular
Quite was there.
Mutahar drama.
Well,
Mutahar keeps overcorrecting, and we'll get to that slightly later, especially involving Nux. But in this case, and possibly most problematically for Mutahar, is he makes the statement that he doesn't want to debate what lolicon is.
Right? So right there, I'm not going to play the whole semantics, oh, is this really lolly game? Like, I don't even
Right.
care if somebody is like 18 or on the cusp of like turning 19. At the end of the day, high school can very much involve a minor.
His view is that if you're looking at high
Could
school
you
age girls,
screen share the video
that
so
comes under
I'm
the
not, like,
category.
we're not overlapping the
It
audio?
would
'cause it
be
won't fuck
very
with me.
inconvenient.
I can't, bro. My internet's
Oh, will
awful.
they fuck up the stream?
Yeah,
Okay, that's fine. Don't worry about it.
it's over.
And then, if another recently resurfaced clip has Mutahar talking about an anime called Dropouts.
Tough crowd,
So
real.
basically, the premise is it's like if you're not smart, like if you're not a smart chick, they turn you into like a like a public urinal where like you just get fucked on a daily, like you're just getting smashed.
Which is exactly that. The issues here have been deeply compounded by his friendship with Nux. Now, the origin point of this, as I alluded to earlier, was this renewed interest in people's relationships with Shadman
Right.
off the back of the Ava Chris Tyson drama. Now, Nux Taku would gain
I
a
was,
bit of
like, locked
attention
into
from
that.
our list, which sort of started a cascading effect where people started digging clips up on him. And to be clear, his
It's really shocking
relationship,
'cause
or
everyone's
at least
fucking
knowledge of
miserable
Shadman,
sports.
goes back a fair way.
Yeah, they don't
For
like- they
example,
don't like
we can
Nux
see
Taku
back in
content.
2018, Nux talking about watching Shadman on a podcast.
I couldn't follow the fights.
I know about
It was like making me dizzy to follow the fights.
this one Shadman thing.
Well, what? Shadden posted some more hentai? What?
That's all I know about Ruby.
Oh,
What?
okay. Really? You never saw Rubes? Interesting.
No, I've never seen Ruby.
Now this, as it turns out, is very much the tip of the iceberg. Nux's associations with Shadman at this point have been explored quite thoroughly. But the TLDR is this. Nux Taku had multiple DMs and messages with Shadman. He reached out to Shadman to collaborate. And while he'd
Nux!
defend this collaboration
You're on the
as
Shadman
not
logs.
a troll, that he'd bring him on to
Nux!
grill
I did cover
him.
that. That was kind
There
of rough.
seems to be
Like,
you had such an amazing stellar reputation.
unironically, right? When I covered like Nux's like segment, like when I did like my Shad Files video a while back, Nux was actually fucking insane, dude. He unironically, I don't think I got to include this part. This guy, unironically, right, included Shadman art in one of his thumbnails, and it happened to be like an 8-year-old girl from Game of Thrones with like no shirt on or anything, and it had a black bar over where her nipples
ew.
would be. But here's the thing. He tried to defend it by saying he didn't know Shadman art. But I countered that with, why the fuck are you getting a topless 8-year-old girl for your thumbnail? Shadman or not, out of the question. What the fuck are you doing, Nux? Like, and this was on his...
freaky like that, you know?
Yeah, this was on his Nuxanor channel. Like, it was just fucking horrendous, dude. What are you doing?
I mean, he's a VTuber. You're really surprised.
Or
Yes.
evidence for this other than Nux just saying that's the case. And what we can say for
Oh,
sure...
yeah, see, they're
is that
showing
Nux
it.
Taku-
Like, well, obviously, yeah, in the original thumbnail, she's a fully naked within a thin sensor bar on her chest. Yeah, that's what I was referring to. Say this is on yeah, there you go. So it's not like I'm just making up anything. There you go.
Who was more than happy to use Shadman's art in his thumbnails, either to draw attention because they're shocking images to a general audience, or with the knowledge that this may be appealing to a
Sorry,
particular
I'm typing,
demographic
I'm
within the
messaging him
anime
right now.
community.
It's alright.
Most problematic of all is, as Mutahar points out,
When I was working with Nux, a lot of the things we did talk about was being anti-loli in that situation, and Nux very much made it clear to me that he
Yeah,
was
Nux is
anti this
hard
stuff
to
as well
like,
too,
I'm
and he
not
still
gonna lie.
maintains it to this day.
I don't think I really ever
leaving
really liked
aside
him.
what this content is for a
I watched like one video of Nux's and I just saw like it was pure autism.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing like I think I saw Nux mainly in was like his Revs' Desu drama, which like that was just rough. He's like, "Bleh."
Oh, isn't Rev the fucking lolicon defender?
Yeah, unironically, like the biggest like
Yeah.
lolicon YouTube defender at least. Well, arguably, you could. I'm not gonna get into that debate, but yeah, one of the bigger ones. I'll just say, I'm just gonna keep watching.
Let's just look
let's
at
go.
the statements as they stand. Mutahar and Nux Taku can say, we're deeply anti-lolicon, but both of them have engaged in watching lolicon for shock value content. Mutahar does apologize for anything he may have done to normalize this kind of content, but it's a bit too little too late. If you truly believe in a position, rather than just virtue signaling to an audience that these are the principles you hold, you probably wouldn't need this pointed out to you by a channel with less than 1,000 subscribers. Furthermore, this is not the first time this year alone that Mutahar has had to confront the fact that one of his friends has some issues around him. When we're looking at Mutahar's
He's bringing up the
response to
Mama Mac
Max,
stuff.
there are some shocking similarities
rough.
in statements Muta would give. He didn't look into Mama Max in the same way he didn't look into
You
Nux
went to his
Taku.
house, bro. What?
His answers are very similar to the ones
What
he
do you mean
gave
you
when he
didn't
was
look into
asked
them?
why he didn't catch these things Max was doing. He didn't have time to look into the content. He didn't have time to watch everything everyone did. But there's an underlying
That sounds like a
problem
lie.
with that take. It's not one that Mutahar or anyone else would accept from any other content creator. In Mutahar's recent coverage of the Mr. Beast drama, he points out,
why did your mom ever think, hey, maybe I should do a background search, or at least in some capacity, even if you don't background search somebody right there and then because you trust what Best Buy says, when you start to become more established and you're bringing other people into your organization, why not then background check the people that you hire?
A space, I fixed your thing. I swear, if you made it worse, I'm gonna cry.
They put City Bear's hair on it.
No! Stop it! Stop it! Why would you do that to me? Why do you hate me so much? I'm joking. I'm gonna get back to the video though.
Hired in Legacy, all right? You can do that later on. You can do that on your own.
but twice this year, Mutahar has failed to do background checks on the people he makes content with.
With the whole thing, I'm actually going to dip because I have to prepare for an interview with me and Amos.
Yeah, you have a good night, man.
Alright, yeah. I might join back, I don't know. Anyway, goodbye.
Bye. Alright, they're gone.
While he is in this video disavowing Nux, it is blatantly obvious that he's not actually done an ounce of research on the guy, which is made even worse by the fact that this all kicked off in August. We're in December. Mutahar, you've had months to do this.
Right.
Consistency and good research for your takes as a commentator is essential. And unfortunately, Mutahar is startlingly inconsistent when it comes to Nux. Nux is clearly engaged in behaviors that Mutahar himself finds unacceptable, and he was shown to be engaging in these behaviors months ago. This isn't just an issue for audiences, it's an issue for other content creators. Now, I'm not going to pretend to you like cutting off a friend or somebody you've worked closely with is an easy decision to make. People seem to form the impression that commentary is quite mercenary, but that's just not the reality. Many content creators will form friendships and collaborations that are not just
a lot of people
mutually
have common
beneficial.
interests.
There is a vested emotional interest in seeing your friends do well.
Yeah.
However, the nature of the content produced within this space means credibility is incredibly important. And if you hit a point where your bias is such that you cannot be trusted on the takes you are giving, that is a death knell for a commentator. It appears, at least to me, that Mutahar put himself in a position where he simply wanted to be liked by everyone he was interacting with. Which brings us nicely to the core conflict that highlights the amount of times that Muta has just simply lied during this drama.
No.
Now, for people who don't know, Oompaville and Nux Taku were former members of the Some Ordinary podcast, which obviously ended 3 to 4 months ago. Now, I get to talk about that a little bit after I discuss all of this, because there's some lore about it that I can finally really discuss.
Okay, this statement is just bollocks. It implies that there's some sort of new information about the podcast ending, but we can prove that this isn't the case. On July 28th, 2024, Chudlogic and Mutahar would sit down and have a conversation on the topic of Some Ordinary podcast.
Are you going to keep on the podcast?
Oh no, not this clip, bro.
Canceled the podcast. It's not happening.
He like
Podcast-
blames Nux
this is hard
and then
because
tries to be like,
obviously, you
"Oh, I
know,
didn't do it.
people-
Podcast
I
is
didn't
done,
blame
yeah,
Nux. What do you
podcast is
mean?"
done now.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the podcast is
That's
over.
why
We,
it's dangerous
are
to be a
not filming
people
the last
pleaser.
episode
Yeah,
of it.
for sure.
Is that are you serious?
Yeah, we're not doing the podcast anymore. It's done.
Why?
We're supposed to film on Tuesday. Well, there's a couple reasons for it. A lot of that was obviously some of the chat stuff too, because we were kind of sitting there
Yeah,
like
that's what he like sources. This is all. This
me
is
and
weird.
Caleb, we were just like, this is, I don't know, it's weird. The other thing was we just want to redo things, maybe like 2 months down the road or something, between each other, and that's kind of where we're at.
I'm gonna drink
Damn.
some OJ.
Nux Taku getting iced out.
As we can see, there are 3 key points here. Firstly, that the podcast was ending due to a multitude of factors, but one major factor was Nux Taku's association with Shadman. 2, there is a restructuring.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if like he's gonna bring it up, but like there's a clip I saw that after like Mutahar like made his disavowal in his video, he apparently called up Nux Taku to apologize, and I only know that because apparently Nux said that on his stream, which kind of just comes off as fake or that he was lying.
Planned, and that had been extended into the next couple of months. The next point is about a future event. The last podcast episode was not being filmed. As we can see, the podcast ending is being used in 2 senses. The sense that the entire podcast was ending, and that the last episode wasn't being filmed.
Yeah, nothing to do with me. And Muda even says, for context,
Yo,
your podcast is ending
Samuel
for a lot of
tweet.
behind-the-scenes restructuring at the moment.
Yikes.
Nothing to do with me. It's purely business and behind-the-scenes shit. I'll provide more details about this matter as it unfolds, because you obviously do not have the full story in this clip. And then he says, and nothing to do with our relationship to Nux. Which is, again, yeah, he clarified. It has nothing to do with anything. Of course, it didn't stop this video from still coming out. Nux Taku kicked from the Somewhere Near podcast, not because of Shadman, with the greatest selective hearing of all time, but it literally does have
You
nothing
can't
to
call
do
it
with
selective
Shadman.
hearing,
Hey everybody,
bro. He
Muda
literally
here,
pointed it
and
to
I
be
just
the
wanted
reason.
to make it as clear as possible. This podcast is not
Oh,
over
no.
because of Nux and his situation currently. I'm flying down to Texas more often.
Yeah, well, you
hopefully
framed it
down
like
the road
that.
to be filming IRL and doing the podcast with Caleb. More so like you would see with typical like IRL style podcasts where you can actually do the hosts on camera,
Which is a
sitting
fine
next to each
idea.
other, and one
But
where
it's
we
rough.
don't necessarily even need to have a guest like
Come
every week.
on.
Try to figure out how to get Nux on the entire show, being the fact that he lives in an NFT land and an NFT world. So to get him onto the actual podcast is another challenge itself.
Now here, we see a complete 180 and walk back. Shadman went from a major factor to no factor at all, which negates point 1. That Nux is going to be present on the new podcast, negating point 2.
Yep.
The podcast's last episode was filmed, negating point 3, and the whole thing was misinfo on Chud's part.
Mutahar's wife Dojangles also tunes into the stream, sending several chats that reveal that the last episode was cancelled because of Nux's Shadman situation, but they worked things out and they're still friends.
Now this is a new claim, but it makes sense for both the podcast's last episode being up, and the fact that Muta at the time said he was icing Nux. After Muta and Umpaville decided to ice Nux, and he revealed this on the podcast, all 3 had a talk, and Muta/Ump changed
Nux
their
always
mind.
sounds like he drank
However,
3 cans of Red
bizarrely,
Bull. Real
Mutahar
as
says
fuck.
this is false. Here he obfuscates.
Your partner came into my chat and said the reason the last episode wasn't released was because of the Shadman stuff. Is that true?
Wait, what did Jem say? It was because it wasn't
Jem
because
came
of
into chat and gave a super chat and said that the reality of it was the last episode was not being released because of the Shadman stuff, but the restructuring was going to happen. How does that play into this?
I have to fucking confront her on why she said that actually, because the way that it was discussed, like she had brought it up to me, is like the whole your clip was being played around, and it was like, oh man, is people believing that you were throwing Nux under the bus? And I'm like, no. Honestly, that last podcast episode wasn't even going to be coming out until we had like filmed it like a day or 2 before. This was all just stuff that was really happening fluid.
Okay, but you understand if things are happening fluid and conclusive statements are getting made, that's obviously going to cause...
Yeah, but I'm not the one making the conclusive statements.
If you remember before, we said there were 2 senses in which the podcast was ending. First, in the
Mutahar
general sense,
is
which
so
is
over
genuinely
for
altered
you,
by the
bro.
production company issues.
I actually
And
don't
this
even think
probably did fall
Mutahar
under
is
his
actually
original
gonna make
claim
it
about
back, dude.
restructuring the podcast, as well as the minor factors that ended the podcast.
This wasn't even, like, the
independent of
main thing,
Nux's
it's just rough
association with
as
Shadman.
hell.
However, this doesn't explain why the last episode of the podcast was filmed at all, considering that Nux's association with Shadman was still a factor. And this is where Mutahar really messes up.
And the reality of it is, honestly, the situation was just so fluid at the time that we didn't even know that things like the last episode were going to be filmed, right?
What does this mean? It was on the condition that you dug further into the Shadman connection. So the implication here is that you found him innocent, but he wasn't, and both Lyrics and Queeman discuss this.
I collab with the producer of One Piece live action, has shown lots of terrible live action adaptations, and proved why I thought his One Piece would suck off the top of my head. His explanation sounded a little bit spotty, but I wanted to be fair and give him the benefit of the doubt until I looked into the 2 examples he gave me. This framing of Nux saying he has a history of trolling and grilling people he does collabs
Yeah,
with
he
is pretty slimy.
unironically
Yes, he
lied.
does troll people he's cool or friends with in a jokingly way, like how you'd play a harmless prank on one of your friends. But in no way are these collabs grilling or confronting people to make them look like jackasses. They're friendly collaborations with another creator, and more importantly, promotion. The first example he gives is him with his friend, who he shouts out his channel, and the big troll is him saying, I'm going to show you a whole bunch of bad anime voice acting clips, and then pulls up a whole bunch of his buddy's own scenes.
You see, this absolute legend, Taggy Films on YouTube, will be linked in the description. He is an official dub voice actor, and he voice acts
Nux,
a ton of
no.
anime. What I have done today, he has no idea.
that I'm gonna be telling him, dude, we're gonna be watching some of the worst dubs in anime.
So what would have been the game plan of Shadman? Say we're going to be looking at the worst child porn on the internet and pranking him with just his own drawings of little kids. What a legend. Check out more of Shad's stuff in the link below.
And finally, within this apology video, he uses exactly the same implication he'd used months before to explain why the podcast ended. So either he decided to film the last episode because he thought Nux was innocent, or he didn't and decided to film it anyway. But regardless, he never gets around to explaining why that episode even occurred. And in doing so, it kind of renders the apology to Judd hollow, as he refuses to give a straight answer to this question. The fact that Mutahar spent so much time hiding behind the fluidity of the production company rather than just giving his take on Nux Taku is one of the most frustrating things about the entire drama.
There's a 99% chance.
Does this sound like a guy who's been pressured? Does this sound like a guy who hasn't come up with this idea on his own? If your answer is, well, this sounds like it's his genuine opinion and something he wants to do, well, why did it happen in August? It's fucking December. Bro, there's no Hassan here, motherfucker. Nobody's putting pressure on you. You wanted to do this.
And this obsession with bloating the question bleeds into his apology video, because this is exactly what he does when he starts bringing up Tiger for some reason. Now, for those of you who don't know anything about the Tiger drama, I envy you. But the Tiger drama is a complete mess. It is multiple Google documents, frankly, a Kiwi style archive by a person accused of being an e-stalker, and has a whole list of accusations listed next to it. Mutahar, in his video, says that he hasn't really looked into the Tiger situation.
Now, to preface, also going forward into this video, I don't know much more about Bungo Tiger other than what I'm about to read here for you, and again, just covering this one specific case.
Then why would you bring it up? And if the goal here is to show that Nux Taku acts rashly without thinking through the accusations he's making, and that did damage to Tiger. Even if Tiger is innocent, which I do not believe him to be, during the Reddit section of this video, you're acknowledging that you did basically the same thing during the Mama Max stuff to people like Magnetar.
If you actively looked into Nux, you'd spot the weird pattern of shit that follows the man, especially with Mama Max. I don't know if it's bias you have, but if you're going to be critical of others, which I am, expect people to be critical of you when you platform weirdos and don't actually vet them. And I totally understand that criticism, and it's not something I want to actually keep happening in the future, okay? Who's Magnetar?
Magnetar is the guy that Max is claiming is a pedophile. Now, apparently on stream, when you were discussing, and again, I don't want to jump you with this, so you stop me. But apparently on stream,
jump with it. No, do jump with it.
The allegations, like, apparently that guy's like VO2 or something. That's what he said to me on stream. I guess, do you kind of have reservations?
Do I know that guy on a different name by any chance?
Anthony Fields, that was his full name, I believe. That
was that the guy in the Believe All Accusation shit?
That was the guy who made the video with the girls.
Okay. I guess that's the guy that Max called a pedophile again?
Max claimed that he sent his cock to like a 15 or 14-year-old girl or something.
I actually had a talk with that guy too around that time as well.
Yeah.
I can't remember the exact nature of it.
So you know who he is, okay.
Well, he seems to think you did. I don't know for a matter of fact, but that's the case. My question is, do you kind of look at that? Do you look at what was said in that video the same way, knowing that Max is not being super truthful here? Do you think it's possible that some of that stuff might not have enough that investigation?
I mean, yeah, probably not. And if honestly, I don't remember exactly calling him that, I feel like I should, but if I did, I definitely owe Magnetar.
Yeah, Muda has like a weird tendency to get like
yeah, if I did, I
really bad friends, lol.
Was that on my podcast?
So it's bizarre that you're condemning Nux Taku on a drama that you know nothing about, while excusing your own actions under the guise of other content creators also supported him, which I hate to be the bearer of bad news, isn't really an acceptable explanation if you're going to keep doing it. And I'm going to be honest, people have been fairly charitable with Muda. Muda did come out against Mama Max, but that was after a significant amount of pressure. Yes, many content creators did back away from Max, either from fear of being called a pedophile or because they didn't really understand the drama. But there were certainly people like Tommy C who were carrying that torch and sounding the alarm bells about Mama Max for quite a while. And it took quite a lot to get Mutahar to the point where he would actually go and look into this issue. As it stands currently, Mutahar has allegedly apologized to Nux Taku. Nux has made this claim both in a live stream and in his podcast.
Muda deleted his video, posted a community post, and then called me, and apologized.
If there's any truth to this, it's an insane thing to do after everything else. The idea that Mutahar would put up an apology video, redact the whole thing, and then put up a community note explaining the redaction because he didn't want to make slop content, only to then go and talk to Nux Taku, apologize, and what? Leave group chats, not message anybody? The frustration around the wider community is palpable.
6 hours? And deleted the video? Bro, and you leave all the group chats, you don't answer the fucking messages. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. How am I supposed to cover this better? People are asking me questions. When do I get to be in the loop?
People who've watched Muda for years or know him personally seem more confused than anything else. And I'll level with you. I wasn't sure about making this video. I can piece together some of the narrative and kind of give you a timeline of the way things have unfolded with this particular apology, but there is something that's bothering me. It feels like there's something missing, a little key piece of information as to why Muda is acting in the way that he has. I can theorize, perhaps the Mama Max cancellation had some impact. Having to burn a friend is a difficult thing to do. Could even be the fact that seeing somebody the size of Mama Max fail completely because the commentary community went after them may have scared Muda a little bit. But I will tentatively throw a final thing out, because one thing that does catch my attention is the discourse around this particular drama focuses on Nux and Mutahar, which is odd because they are two people out of a trio. And the fact that Umpaville has been largely not discussed is kind of weird. If we're to believe Mutahar that he had a conversation with Umpaville about icing Nux out of the podcast, why did Umpaville change his mind? Why didn't Umpaville look into Nux Taku? Clearly the choice to move the podcast to a more IRL location so that they can be more professional is something that appeals to Umpaville as well as Mutahar. So the idea of continuing to work with Nux as a VTuber, somebody who, you know, by their nature is going to have to call in, seems like an
How the
odd
fuck
decision
do you
to
do a
make.
gay
Whatever
ups
the
on
case,
yourself?
I don't think this is the
For
last
real,
we've heard
dude.
of this story. I think we may even just be at the midpoint. But regardless, I've gone from pretty uninterested to fascinated by the state of this apology and, frankly, how insane this
I
drama
wonder if
is.
Oompaville's
But unfortunately,
next.
the story where it is at the moment means that I can pretty much only leave you with the same questions that I have. But one thing I'm always happy to do is thank our channel members and subscribers, particularly those of you who are molding. At this point, I'd say it's pretty fun to theorize, so
Yep, alright, so that's that. Okay, so yeah. Fuck. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so I guess we ran through all our topics. Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay. Yeah, sorry, that was a lot, guys. That really was a lot. That Lumi shit was a lot. The Birdie stuff wasn't, but you know. Yeah, Mutahar I don't think is gonna be able to redeem himself really that easily. I feel like everyone, like Beckett said, has been giving him too much good faith or too much charitability, and it's been really ultimately really easy on him. It's probably because they liked him and he was a friend of theirs, so it's like naturally you're gonna want to believe them, but it obviously had its backfires. So, but yeah, you know what we're gonna do? See that Chris guy? He thinks I'm gonna add him. Watch this. He just got fucking mogged. Alright, alright. I genuinely have nothing else to do. So, I'm gonna end the stream. There just happens to be no call-ins for some, you know, crazy, insane. So yeah, thank you guys for coming to the stream. I always appreciate the support. Remember to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't